Yes, Aditya, right?
Yes, sir.
I just. Hmm.
Sir, I was saying that today we have received the admit card, sir, but in the admit card, all four subjects are mentioned, but I have only not cleared the cutoff for maths. So, am I required to sit only for maths, or I have to give all the four subjects?
Sorry, but I'm not sure about it. Okay, you can mail to the support team for that query.
Okay, sir.
Okay, anyone of you know? They can.
In the second page of the admit card, it is written that while the exam is of for 4 hours, but you also only have to give whatever you want. Other than what you
Okay.
have to give won't be considered. But I also believe you should also confirm it with the support team.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
Please
also
confirm with the
read it.
support team. Yeah. So please write a mail. Yeah, to support team. They will be better person to reach out here. Okay. So yeah. So like in the last session, we have discussed about the week one content. So due to time limitation, we are now discuss the week two part. So today I will discuss the week two content. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yes, Jagruti.
Uh, I have uploaded a question in chat. Can you explain that answer?
Slope of parabola where a is belong to the point 3 and 2 are 60 and 2 respectively, find the value of a. Yeah. So what is the slope of a parabola? Is 2ax plus b, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So just put the we have you have 2.3 comma 2 and 2 comma 3. Now just put y equals to 2 when x equals to 3, and then put y equals to 3 when x equals to 2. So in this way you will get the slope as 16 and 2 respectively. So you will get the value of a, right, from that.
Okay, okay.
So you will get two equations, right?
Okay.
And two unknown a and b. So you can easily find out the value of a and b.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay. So today we'll start the week two content. So in the last session we have discussed week one. So okay, let me share my screen. Okay. So is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
visible.
yes, sir,
Okay.
visible.
Yeah. So we'll start with the week two content first, and then if you have any doubt, you can ask. And I will explain the concept. I will take few questions, simple question, and you can raise your hand if you have any doubt. Huh? Okay. I will get back to you. So so first topic in the week two is rectangular coordinate system, right? Right. So why we need rectangular coordinate system? Coordinate system. Suppose this is a one plane, and I have one point here, right? So can I tell the exact location of this particular point unless I know the x-axis and y-axis, right? No. So if I draw this line, horizontal line, okay, so this is x-axis. Now I can tell, okay, so this point lie above the vertical horizontal line, that is x-axis. Now if I draw this line, say vertical line, this is y-axis. Now I can say this point is lie on the above horizontal axis, sorry, above the horizontal line, that is x-axis, and the right hand side of a vertical, that is y-axis, right? So in this way, if we know the coordinate system, we can easily find out the location of that particular point. Okay. Now let's say we have a point. This is for point P. Okay, and I have some this coordinate, right? So this is basically x, and this is basically y, right? So we usually represent this particular point as x comma y. Okay, so first x
Volume is low.
coordinate.
Can you please speak a little
Oh,
louder, please?
okay. Uh, Now it is fine. Okay.
No, your voice is so much low, sir.
Oh, is it?
Sir, I am getting your voice properly.
Yeah,
Maybe,
even I can hear you, sir.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably
even
the
I
problem.
have very clear
Okay.
audio.
Try to increase your headphone volume. Uh, Hello. Now it's okay.
Yes, sir. Now it's okay,
Sir,
sir. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Okay,
It's
fine.
fine, sir.
Yeah. So this is our rectangular coordinate system. We have point P. Okay, and we generally represent like this. That is P in the bracket x comma y. So x coordinate first and then the y coordinate, right? So there are, suppose there are 4 quadrants here, right? So I can see this is the first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant, right? So right, and this is the origin. This is the origin, right? O, and the right hand side of the origin is a positive x-axis. This is positive, and on the left hand side is a negative x-axis, right? Similarly, this is a positive y-axis, and this is negative y-axis, right? Now, if I say my point lie in the first quadrant, so what will the coordinate of point P? Both positive, both negative.
Positive.
Yeah.
Positive.
So in the first quadrant, it is positive, positive, right? Both x and y are positive. Now in the second quadrant,
X positive, Y negative.
Positive and negative.
so my x coordinate will be negative, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
y
Y
coordinate will
quadrant
be
will be
positive.
positive.
Yeah. In the third quadrant, both
Both
x and y
negative.
will be negative, right? Because
Negative.
my point will lie in this quadrant. So here you can see my point lie below the horizontal x-axis, that is negative, and on the left hand side of a y-axis, that is also negative. So it is minus minus, right? Negative. Now in the fourth
Y
quadrant,
positive, X negative.
yeah. So here, if this
X
point lie in
positive,
this
Y
here,
negative.
yeah. So you can see it is lying on the right hand side of a y-axis, right? So that is sorry, right hand side, but below the x-axis, that is positive, and this is one is negative, right? This y coordinate is negative, right? So these are the 4 quadrant. So first quadrant, both the coordinates are positive. In second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. In the third quadrant, both are negative. In the fourth quadrant, that is x is positive and y is negative. Okay. So now we can easily tell in which quadrant if the point lies. Okay, if we know the coordinate. But what suppose if this if my point P lies here on the x in the y axis? So can you tell me in which quadrant it is there? This point, if it lying on the y axis, can I say?
Y
First
axis.
quadrant.
Okay, so can we tell it is in first quadrant, second quadrant if my point lie on the y-axis?
No, it's on the
It's
axis.
on the
No, sir.
axis.
It's on Y axis.
Yeah, so we cannot tell whether it's first quadrant or second quadrant, but we can say this point P lies on the y-axis, right? That's right. And this coordinate of this point P will be, yes, can you tell me?
0, comma Y.
0, comma
Zero
y. So
comma
x
y.
coordinate, yeah, so y can be anything, right? So x coordinate is 0 here. Similarly, when my point lies on the x-axis, it will be
X comma
X
0.
comma 0.
x comma 0. So it is y coordinate will be 0. So again, this is a simple coordinate system. Any doubt in this part? Anyone?
No.
No, sir.
Let's take first simple
No,
question
sir.
based on this. Now check which of the following options is correct based on these 4 points.
Sir, can you tell me which part of your assignment you're going through?
This is activity question.
Sir, where do we need to,
Option.
do we need to unmute and tell the answers?
Sir, option.
Yeah,
Option A is
only option A, B, C,
Sir,
D,
D.
any.
D.
Okay, let's see. So first, what is said? Point R does not lie in any quadrant. So what is my coordinate of point R? So where this point lies on the
Y
coordinate
axis.
On the
system?
y-axis.
On Y axis.
Yeah. So minus 100 will come like here, right? So that is minus 100. So this is 0 comma minus 100. So my this point does not lie in any quadrant. So this one is correct, right? First option is correct. Now points P and R lie in the quadrant 3. So what is point P and R? This is not correct because my R does not lie on any quadrant, right? And yeah, so where this point P lies on which quadrant? Is anyone? This is positive, this is
Second
negative, right?
quadrant.
fourth
Sir,
quadrant.
fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant.
Fourth
Fourth
quadrant.
quadrant.
Yeah, so this is also not correct. Now SQ lies in the third in the quadrant 2. So my point P lies in fourth quadrant, right? Point Q, yes, anyone? Is negative,
Second
positive.
quadrant.
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant.
R does not
Y-axis.
lie.
Y
Yeah, does
axis.
not lie in any quadrant. It's lie on the y-axis, right? And what about S? That is negative.
X-axis.
X-axis.
So S lies in the x-axis, right? So this is also not correct. And point R and S cannot be represented on the rectangle coordinate system. Is it correct? Both option.
Yeah, the last option. No?
Yes.
No, S.
Why?
No, it's not
No,
correct.
sir,
No,
S.
it's not
It
correct.
can be.
It can
Yeah.
be represented like
Yeah.
it's on the axis to
So here you
axis
can
comes
see
under
this is R,
rectangle coordinate.
right? And this is my S, right? So I can represent that those point, right? The rectangle coordinate system. So this is not correct. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt in this part?
No,
Sir,
sir.
I have doubt.
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
What is your doubt?
here rectangle, it is not forming a rectangle. That is why it is not respective to. That is why that is not respective to the rectangle coordinate system. This is the only reason here.
Sorry, which is not forming a rectangle?
Sir, as the p value is 5 comma 3, which is in second quadrant,
Okay.
3 comma 3 is
No,
in
no.
second, is in third quadrant.
No. Here you are asking like this. If these are the 4 point, and we can draw the rectangle like this, right? No,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
not.
yeah.
No. This is not the correct. So actually, rectangular coordinate system is basically our x-axis and y-axis. Simple. So we have 4 quadrant in it, as I explained. This is x-axis and y-axis. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and
Yeah.
this fourth quadrant. So here you can see these are the uh, points, or you can say a convention positive, negative in respect to quadrant. So it's not like that. It does not form the rectangular sword. No, that is not the correct concept.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So this is in the first module. So now let us go in the second model, distance formula. Okay, say suppose this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. Okay, and this is my p and this is my q. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. I want to find out the distance between this point and this point. Yes, anyone? What is the formula, distance formula? Yes, anyone?
Y2
Sir,
minus y1.
Root
X2
over
Correct.
x2
x1 divided
minus
by
Correct.
m.
x1
Plus
whole
x2
square
minus x1
plus
plus
Yeah,
y2 minus y1 whole square.
whole
right.
square.
Correct. So difference in the x coordinate is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Even if you take x1 minus x2 whole square, that is also correct because ultimately we are squaring it, right? So it will be positive number only. So this is the formula. Because how it comes, you can see this is the point. If I draw this rectangular like this line, you can see one
just a
point
second,
here.
please. Sir, I want to ask that if there are 2 points given, then
Hmm.
this formula will go through. If the equation is given, then a square a plus b plus c in the
Hmm.
column upon under root a square plus b square, then we will go through like this only.
Equation of what? Like I'm not getting.
Equation of a quadratic equation is given, ax
Huh?
square plus bx plus c is given, then we will use
Huh?
the formula a plus b plus c upon under root a square plus b square.
No. That is parabola we're talking about. We are discussing about the concept distance between 2 points, right? It is a
Yeah.
quadratic
So
equation. Yeah.
this
So
is
here I'm just discussing about distance formula, distance between point P and Q. That's it.
and
There are
q.
2 point P and Q. So
That is why we are using
what?
this formula.
Yeah. What is distance between these 2 points? So it's a simple formula you can remember. If any 2 points are given to you, the P and Q, just take the difference of x coordinate x1 x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and it's under root. So that will be distance.
Okay, sir.
And
Thank
how
you.
it came? Here you can see if I extend these two line, like horizontal and vertical, here I will get 1 point, say m. And if you apply the Pythagoras theorem, so by Pythagoras theorem you can easily get, right? I think everyone knows what is Pythagoras theorem. So this
Yes.
is my say
B
distance,
square.
say x, and this is my y. So d square basically x square plus y square, right? And d will be under root of x square plus y square. But what is my x here? You can see difference in this coordinate,
Yes,
right? So same thing we
yes,
are doing here. This is simple distance formula. Please remember this, okay?
Sir, but we will get the answer same from both the formulas.
It is more simpler one. If you are given just two coordinate, you can directly go for it. Or this is I am
Okay.
going through geometry. If I given this line, if I know, I can
Okay.
go
Okay.
through
Fine.
geometry also. But this is direct formula, right? It's a
Right.
derivation I am telling. Yeah.
ठीक है
Sorry.
हाँ एक मतलब थोड़ा ब्रेक था इसलिए हाँ ठीक सब ठीक था नहीं नहीं कुछ नहीं बहुत
Okay. So this is the distance between 2 points. Now, if you understand the formula, can anyone please answer this first? What will be the correct one? I have point P, okay, and from the origin. So coordinate of origin is 0, comma 0, right? So we have
Yes.
2 point P, that is 1 and tan of theta, and we have second point, it is 0, comma 0. So now just apply those formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
So the answer will be mod of sec theta.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's go it through it. So let's say this is my x2 y2 and this is my x1 y1. So x2 is 1, right, minus 0 whole square plus y2 is tan of theta minus 0 whole square. So I will get 1 plus tan square
Square.
theta, okay?
Tan square.
But here hint is given to me, that is 1 plus tan square theta equals to sec square theta, right?
Yes, sir.
It is sec square theta. So answer will be sec theta, right? Simple. Here simple 2 points are given and just find out the
Yes.
value here formula and just find out the answer.
5 is the answer.
Will be 5, sir.
Answer will be 5. Okay. I will consider this x1. This is y1. So minus 5 minus of minus 2, right? That is my x square plus minus 2 minus 2, that is my square. So it will be minus 3 square plus minus 4 square. So it will be 25. That will be 5 answer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is simple one. Just remember this formula. D equals to, if I given 2 point, it is x2 minus x1 cos square plus y2 minus y1 cos square. That's it. Nothing in that. Okay. So just go to the basic first, then you will be able to understand how to apply. Okay. Any doubt in this part, distance between the 2 points? How to evaluate?
No, no, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
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 No, sir.
Okay,
No,
fine.
sir.
So now what is section formula? Say suppose I have one line, say this is P and this is Q, right? I have one more point, say this is M. And this point is dividing this PQ line in the ratio M is to N. Okay. So tell me how to find out this ratio, or say suppose this is x1, y1, this is my x2, y2, and this is my x comma y. This, okay. And we are this point M is dividing this PQ line in the ratio M is to N. So
That's
how
a
to
formula.
find out this coordinate?
M into
Yes.
x2
mx2 plus nx1 upon m
mx
plus n.
Yeah. Okay.
plus
So if I want to find out the coordinate of x coordinate, so what I will do, M into x2, right? N
And
into plus n,
X1.
yeah, so n into x1 upon m plus n. Sim for y, instead of x2 it will be y2, so m into y2 plus n into y1 upon m plus n. So if we are given this like this, say, even if I interchange instead of n m like this, so what you have to do, m into you have to multiply with this coordinate of this particular point on this side, and if it's given like this n, then you have to multiply with the coordinate on this side. Okay, so you can see this cross multiplication like this. So mx2 plus nx1 plus like upon m plus n. Okay, even if I change this m is to n into n is to m, so instead of n, that is n into x2 plus m into x1 will be there, right? But m plus n. So this will be my x coordinate in the case of n is to m. Right? Any doubt in this part?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So if I know this, then I can also find out like this. What is the ratio of m is to n here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, but just a second here.
Hmm.
If we have to find m upon n, then we will let x m to be x and n to be y, or as it is.
Sorry. If you want to find m by n.
Yes, m and
Yeah.
n.
Yeah. So if you want to find out the ratio, then this point will be given to you, right?
Okay.
X comma y. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So what is this? The left hand formula, is it different from the ones which we have written
No,
here?
no. Same thing, but instead of m is to n, if I just replace by n is to m, so n is
Uh-huh.
to m here. In that case, n into x2, right? Plus m
Okay,
into
okay.
x1, right?
Okay, okay. It's
Just
the
I
same thing.
replace m. Same thing, yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Sir, what is the left hand formula that she's talking about?
No, no. In general, we consider this m and n. So if I replace this m by n and n by m, then in that case it will be m into x1
Okay,
plus
okay,
n
fine,
into x2, right? Because
fine.
many students, what they do, if we given like this, they simply just remember this formula and they think like that it will be mx2 plus mx1, right? This is not correct. Yeah. Okay. So if I want to find out the ratio of m is to n in this case, so how to find out what is m here? X minus x1 upon x2 minus x, right? Equals to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y. You can solve this equation also. If you just cross multiply and just simplify, you will get the same thing. So this I will get if I from this, and m upon n equals to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y. This I will get if I simplify this, right? So same. Just note it down. It is a section formula. If you are given directly ratio, you can simply put in this and just find out the value of x and x. Either you can use this formula, general formula, easy to remember. Okay. So both the things are correct.
Sir, here at this point, m upon n is equals to x minus x1 upon
x2
x2
minus
minus
x. This one.
x1 over
x2
x1 होगा
minus
ना सर
x.
ये?
Why x?
Well, because you are taking the point from okay, okay, you are taking middle point.
Yeah, n will be x2 minus. You just simplify this. Okay. You can
Okay,
just
okay.
cross multiply mx plus nx, right? Just m on one side, n on another side, and take the m and n common, and just put ratio m by n. So you will here you will
Okay,
get
sir.
so xn equals to mx2 plus nx1, right? So
Okay, sir, fine.
yeah.
Sir,
So if
isn't
I
this similar to slope formula?
no, slope formula is different. So if I want to find the slope, it's a difference in y coordinate, difference in x coordinate, right? So here we are finding out
Okay, got it, got
the
it.
ratio. Yeah, I'll discuss that slope formula also. Don't worry. Okay, any doubt in the section formula? Anyone?
No, sir, not really as
No,
such.
sir.
Just
No,
to
sir.
No, sir.
reconfirm.
Sir, solve for math.
Yes.
Yeah, just to
Uh,
reconfirm. So again, so the as drawn, if m is on the left side, we have to take mx2 or mx1.
m is on the left hand side, you will take mx2 plus nx1.
So opposite. Okay,
Opposite, just
got
cross
it, got it.
multiply like
Thank you.
this. Yeah. That's why I
Okay, sir.
mentioned.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because if you remember this formula and if we give like this, then okay, you may think like this formula will work, but this is not correct, right? So
Just a
in
second
general,
here.
hmm,
Sir, I want to ask that if we have given one, if we have given m and not that m point and n point, and so how can we find that n?
so if you have given only x comma y, so coordinate will be given to us, right? Either
Yeah,
this will be
p and
given to you or this will be given to you. Any one of this or out of this thing, anyone will be unknown. if mn and xy and this is given, so you have to find out x1 comma y1, right?
Okay.
Anyone can be unknown, and you have to find the value of anything. So
Sir,
just remember this two simple. Yes.
sir, if we if we need to find the point P, then we will also use this formula by placing.
Yeah. If you want to find out the coordinate of this point P, x1, y1, you will be given m and xy and this x2, y2.
Okay, sir,
So
fine.
simple, just use this formula, you will be able to get x1 here from and y1 from here, right?
Okay, sir.
So just remember the section formula, anything will be given, so you have to find out. So, but in exam, we will not use this straightforward question. It will be like this. This is one line, PQ, and one line is intersecting at this particular point. Then find out the ratio in which, or find out the point, or find out the ratio in which this line is intersecting, right? Bisecting these two lines. So
Points will be given here.
no,
I
in
think
this
so.
case, two equation will be given this line, right? So you need to find out the intersection point and these 2 points. Then
So
you will
how
be able to
we
find
will
out.
find?
Sir, please show on map.
Okay,
So
so
please.
suppose, yeah, just 1 minute. Suppose this is my P and this is my Q. This one is given to me x comma x1 y1 and x2 y2, right? So what I am saying, there is one line, say equation is y equals to say 3x plus 9, okay, and it's dividing this line PQ in the ratio m is to n. Then find out the value of m plus n such that m by n is GCD, like this, something like that. Or you can say just find out the value of m is to n. So how to find out the value of m is to n? For that you should know this particular point, right? I know x1 y1, I know x2 y2, but I should know this particular point, then I can use this formula, right? Any one of this formula. So how to find out this particular intersection point? So this equation is given to me. How to find out this intersection point?
We'll convert the points into equation and then
Yeah,
solve it like a linear
correct.
method, and then we'll get the point of intersection.
Yeah.
Please, can you go through once again? Can
No,
you
no,
go
I will
through
come
for
to
a
this
while?
concept, because for this you will be required to find out the equation of a line using 2 points, right? So this is one equation I'm directly given to you. I will get one more equation of this line, this particular line. I have 2 points. By using 2 point formula, I can get equation of a line, right? In this way, mx plus c, anything, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. So if I get this equation of a line PQ, then I can simply
हेलो
solve this simultaneously, right?
आंटी मैं भव्या बोल रहा हूँ मम्मी बाहर बोल रही है आंटी
Please, can you please mute yourself? Yeah.
Excuse me,
So
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir. I have other doubt, sir. Sir, now for this qualifier exam, sir, which is going to be held, sir, haven't cleared this only maths. Sir, only math should be attempted, or all the other
See,
subjects?
such type of question, please ask to support team. Okay, I'm not sure about it. Okay. So today I'm discussing the week 2
Yes.
part. So we'll discuss focus on that. Okay. Such type of question you can just mail to the support team. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So yeah. So what I'm
That
saying that yes.
slope is given. We will find slope through this point.
Yeah.
Then
We can if we are given 2 points, we can find out the slope also, or directly by using the 2 point formula, we can find out the equation of this line also. And once I find out the equation of this line, say for example, y equals to say anything 3x plus say 8, something like this, or 4x plus 8, and I just equate this line, that is 4x plus 8 or 3x equals to 9 plus 9, and just find out the value of x coordinate and put the value of x coordinate in any of the equation, you will get the y coordinate also, right? So in this way, you will get x comma y here by finding out the intersection of this point. So if you know x comma y, x1 y1, y2 y2, then you can simply find out m is to n, right? So for that,
okay,
you
sir.
should know how to formulate the equation of this line by using 2 points, right? So that I will come after this. Okay. So, but as of now, just focus on the section formula. So if if you are given this 3 coordinate, you should be able to find out the ratio of m is to n, right? Or any one unknown of it. Just remember these
Okay,
two
sir.
things, these two formula. Yeah, that's it. Instead of remembering, just think, okay, if m is to n, so in this way, m into x2, just like cross, right? So this will be better way. So just solve this
Sir,
question.
sir, I
Yes.
have doubt in one of the question of distance formula that
Hmm.
here option is give in fourth question of week one assignment non-graded.
Okay, okay. I will come to that.
Fourth of
First, we'll
week one
discuss
assignment.
week one. It is in
Yes,
week
sir.
two, right? Section
No,
formula.
week two, assignment one. No,
Okay, let me
assignment two.
complete first. Then we can discuss those doubts. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, maybe your doubt get clear. Yeah. So just tell me what is the correct option for this question 3. If the origin cuts the line segment P Q 6 comma K in the ratio 1 is to 3, what is the value of K? When I say origin, it means my coordinate is 0 comma 0, right?
0, 0.
Yeah. So origin cuts the line segment. So this is my point
It's
P,
12.
this is my point Q, and this is my origin, right? And we are saying that origin cuts the line segment ratio 1 is to 3. So this 0 comma 0, this is 6 comma K, and this is minus 2 comma minus 4.
12.
Now just, yeah,
12.
now just apply the formula at x coordinate, x1 will be this 0, right? So 0 into 1 into 6, that is 6, plus 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6, right?
Yes, sir.
It will be, okay, you need to find out the K only. So we can directly go for y coordinate. So here it will satisfy. So y, it is 0, right? So y will be 3 into minus 4, that is minus 12, right? And then 1 into 6 upon 1 plus 3, that is 4. That is 1 into 6, 1 plus 3, that is 4. So it will be, wait, what is 6? No, 1 into k, right? 1 into k and 3 into minus 4. So it equals to 0. So I will get minus 12 plus k equals to 0. That is k equals to 12, right? So k equals to 12 is my correct answer. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you
Yes,
getting
sir.
it? Yeah. Simple, just use those formula, you will be able to get the. So in this way, we can ask for any unknown number. Just you need to apply this formula concept, and you will be able to get that.
Hello,
Now the
sir. My
coordinates.
doubt in question number two.
Hmm, yes,
Sir, my doubt in question number two.
in activity.
Yes, yes, yes. Activity question
Yeah,
number.
yeah. Okay, so what is your doubt? Tell me concept.
Same question, so like, can you solve the second question? It's a bit tricky.
Okay. Okay, just try for question number 1. I will check for question 2.
So the answer is option 2.
Yeah, option B.
Option B. Okay. So question 2 from 2.3, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, here we need to find
Ratio.
out ratio.
Yeah. So origin cuts instead of just coordinates are changed right here. So it is
Yes,
given
sir.
2 comma 8. So P is 2 comma 8.
And Q is
Uh,
minus 3 minus 2.
minus 3 comma 2. Minus
Minus
3
2.
comma minus 2. And this is the line. Say PQ. I'm just replacing here. And it cut by origin, right? Same thing. It's cutting the origin 2 comma 8. And this is minus 3 minus 2, right? So this is the case, right? And we have to find out the value of m by n, right? Now just apply that formula. M is 2n equals to x minus x1 upon x2 minus x. So this is my x, this is my x2, okay, and this is my x1. Sorry, this is my x1 and this is my x2. Yeah, now just apply. What you will get, m by n, x is 0, x1 is 2, x2 is
Minus.
minus 3, and this one is 0, right? So it will be 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is the option.
No, sir, the answer is cannot be determined.
The ratio in which origin cuts the line segment, and in the m is to in the form is.
The answer is the origin does not lie on the line segment.
Okay. It is given to us that the it cuts the like origin the ratio in which the origin cuts the line segment, right? So that's why we assume that it cuts the line
0
segment.
into 0.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
This is my 2 comma 8. Yes.
So my doubt in question number 2 in this activity.
Yes. Tell me. Say we're doing this question now. What is your doubt? Same question, right?
Yes, yes.
What is your
How
doubt?
find
Yes.
M ratio n?
Sorry, how to find?
M ratio n.
Yeah. So you can use this formula. M by n equals to x minus x1 upon x2 minus x equals to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y. Directly you will get the m is to n ratio, or that's general formula x coordinate equals to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Same for y coordinate. Then you need to solve these two equations. But it is simpler way. If you remember this formula, you can directly go for this. Or you can go from this formula also. Same thing. My2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. Right? Same thing.
Sir, here is the doubt of second question, which
Yeah.
do we are you are
Origin
going through
cuts
the
the
second.
line segment. Right? So it is given that the
And
origin cuts the line segment in the m is to n. So it is,
and the points are p 2 comma
yeah,
8.
2 comma
Yeah.
2
Yes,
comma
yes.
8 and minus
And
3 comma minus 2, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But it does not cut the origin.
Yeah. So it is given to us, it cuts the origin. That's why we assume, right? Okay, let me.
The answer is do not.
Mhm. Okay, maybe let me think about it. So, like, if you're given this particular same thing is there, only origin cuts the line segment. Okay, instead of this, these 2 points are given, right? So we can
Sir.
apply this formula. Yeah. Maybe some part is missing in that. I will check that. Yeah. Okay, tell me the answer for this particular question. Question one.
Sir, here,
Option B.
here that is
Sir, option B.
Yeah. So
sir, but it is
midpoints.
but it is
Yes.
accepting the answer that origin do not lies on the line segment.
Yeah, I will check. I will check with the team. Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Sir, but the answer will be 1 comma 1 is to 2 ratio.
Not 2:3, right? We just calculate.
1 is to 2. 1 is to 2.
Okay, so points is 2 comma 8 and minus 3 minus 2, right? Same points are given,
Sir,
right?
yes, sir.
P. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is okay. This is P and this is Q.
Voice is not audible.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Audible it's.
Yeah.
No, sir, it's a
Yes, sir,
repeat.
it's audible. It's
Yeah.
audible,
It's
sir.
audible.
Okay.
It's audible.
Okay. So this is
Hello, Mr. Sai.
minus 3 minus 2
Dashisham.
and P.
Okay. Okay.
And this is P, right? That is 2 comma 8. Now it's cast the line in the ratio m is to n, right? Now just this is say origin, right? This is 0 comma 0. My x, okay, so my x coordinate will be m into 2 plus n
Yes, sir.
into minus 3 upon m plus n, right?
Can't we use the m by n formula? M by n.
Directly we can use that, no issue. Or you can use likely also, like y. So y coordinate will be m into 8, that is 8, plus n into minus 2, that is minus 2n, that is m plus n. So it is 0, right? It's given to this one is 0, right? So if this is a number, if you multiply 0, it will come 0 only. So 8m minus 2n equals to 0 from this, and from this what I will get? Twice m minus 3n equals to 0. So twice m equals to thrice n. So m by n is coming 2 by 3, and here m by n is coming 8, right? Minus 2.
1/4.
Yeah. So ratio is different, right?
That's why it's not on origin.
Yes, yes. So m by n will be, no, not 1/4. Yeah. So it will be 2 by 8. It is 1/4. Okay, let me check
Sir,
for
it
second
is it
condition. Yeah, it
sir,
should
it will
satisfy
be
both
8
the
by 2.
condition.
Sir,
It will be
it's
8 by
a
2,
by
sir.
8 by 2.
8 by 2.
8 by 2, yes.
M by n will be 2 by 8, na? 8m equals to 2n. So m by n it will be 2 by 8, right?
Not, sir, it will be 8 by 2 because m is in nomi and n is denominator.
No, if we are given this equation, say 8m minus 2n equals to 0. So 8m,
Yes.
2n will go on this side, right?
Yeah.
So I will go this side. M by n equals to, it will go 2 by 8, that is 1/4. Or you can do like this only. It is 4m. Get the same thing, right? 4m equals to n.
Okay,
It will
sir.
be 1/4, right? But here you can see our ratio is not matching, so that's why it does not lie on the origin. Even if you go through this formula, that is this one, so we have to check for both the cases, right? We have just check for the x coordinate, that's why we are getting 2 by 3. But we have to check for the y coordinate also, right? And that should be equal. So now, okay, so first I have solved this using this general equation, right? This one. Now what I would use this formula. So what is my x here? That is 0. X1 will be, this is my point. Yeah, 2. This is 2, right? And here x2 is minus 3. So minus 3 comma 0. So it will be 2 by 3. So just now check for this condition also. That is m upon n equals to y minus y1 upon y2 minus y. So y is 0, right? And
Yes.
my y1 is, what happened? Minus 2, and here it is 8 minus 0, right? So minus of minus 2. It will be 2 by 8, it will be 1/4. So that's why this condition is not satisfied. It is not equal both the ratio. That's why that point does not lie on the origin, right? So we have to check
Okay,
for
sir.
both the cases. Yeah, whole formula we need to check. That's why I went for first this thing. Yeah, but if you remember this, it should satisfy both the condition. This formula, the ratio should be equal for both the cases, for x coordinate also and for y coordinate also. Okay, everyone got it right? Any doubt in this part?
Sir,
Yes.
here y1 is a 8 na.
You can take any, you have to fix one point, you can do anything, right? So if I fix this x1 y1 and this one is x2 y2, or you can do also x2 y2 and this is x1 y1, anything, but just fix it once and then apply the formula. It
Okay,
depends
sir.
on which you consider. Yeah.
Yes, so what
Yes, sir.
actually happened is the people who took 8, no, we got the answer as 4:1, not 1:4.
Mm. Okay, so if you replace so you get 4 is to 1, right? If you interchange x1 y1 with x2 y2, right?
Yes.
Okay. But this is not equal, right? This is coming 2 by 3, this is coming 1/4. So this condition should satisfy, then only I can say that point lies on the origin. So in this case, we are
So,
given in the ratio 1:3. That's why we're directly finding out. Yes.
so in this question, if we find the area of triangle using the 3 points, we will find that the area is not equal to 0. So we can conclude that the origin does not divide the line PQ.
I will come to that point of area of triangle. We'll discuss that. Don't. So are you talking about This is the origin, right? And if does not cuts the origin line, means it's lie on this point, so it will form a triangle like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, right. Okay. So I guess question number 1 you got it right. So it's simple formula. What is the midpoint? Means it is dividing the line in 1:1 ratio, right? That is the midpoint. It's dividing the line segment in the ratio 1:1. So if you see here, my x coordinate will be, so this is x2, y2, x1, y1. So it will be 4 into 1 minus 1 into 1, right? That is minus 1 upon 2. Y coordinate will be minus 2 minus of minus 1 upon 2. So
By
it
2.
will be 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2.
3 by 2.
So option B is
Same.
the correct one, right? This simple formula, just remember that. Okay, how to apply. That's it. Okay. Now this is the area of a triangle, that what we are discussing. If 3 points are not collinear, like we have just seen right now, say this is
Sir,
point P. Yes.
in 3D geometry, we have conditions like if the slope is divided internally, it is plus, and if it is dividing externally, then it
Externally,
will be
right?
like x2 m into y2 minus n into
Hmm.
y1. So other cases like that here.
So externally division is not in our course, so that's why we are not discussing that.
Okay, so
Yeah,
So for all questions that come, we should consider it as internal, right?
internally. Otherwise, I will mention explicitly in the question and we'll give the formula. So let
Okay.
me just give the hint. Say suppose this is point, say P, and this is point Q. Okay, this point Q, and say point M. Say it is dividing the line externally. This is point M x comma y. First it was dividing internally, now it's dividing externally. So and this is my M from this to this, and this is my N, right? Now in that case, what is my x coordinate will be mx2 minus nx1 upon m minus n. So this is my x1 comma y1. This is my x2 comma y2. And here y coordinate will be my2 minus my1
NY1
upon m
minus.
minus n. This is when external section formula, right? Externally dividing, external section formula. So it is not in our syllabus, so that's why we are not discussing, but you can see like this, you can note it down. That's it. Yuvika, you are asking about this thing, right? External division.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, is 12 the answer for the first question? I mean, if is it we cannot determine or 12?
No, it's 12.
12.
Yeah, we are given the fixed ratio 1:3, right? Where is that question? This question, right? First one.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
says it
Just
cannot.
now we are given the ratio 1:3. It is dividing, cutting the segment into 1:3 ratio. Directly we can apply the formula. But in the
So
second
origin,
question, we have to find out the ratio, right? So that's why we need to check for both the condition. This case.
origin lies in the line, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now how to find out the area of a triangle. So as we discussed, say suppose, as someone said, say suppose this is point P and this is point Q, and our origin is not cutting or not lying on this particular line. Say this is the origin, and I can say this will form the triangle, right? Just like this. So if the 3 points are there, 3 points are not
कितना होना
collinear.
चाहिए था?
If 3 points are not collinear, then we can say it will form a triangle, right? If it is collinear, it means like it's lying on the same line. So that is, and say suppose I have this triangle. Let me draw in this way. This is my triangle. This is a triangle. This is P, Q, R. This is x1 comma y1. This is x2 comma y2, and this is x3 comma y3. Now, if I want to find out the area of a triangle, given that I have a 3 coordinate points, right? I have 3 points, and coordinate is given to me. A simple formula is there. It is area of triangle, say PQR. Does anyone know what is the formula?
The area of triangle half square half
1/2
into x1
modulus
Yeah.
2
x1
x1
y2
into
minus
y2 minus
y2
y1
minus
y1
y3
plus x2
Y2
into
minus y1, y2 minus y3.
y3
Yeah. Plus x2, y3 minus y1 plus
plus
x3,
x3
y1
into
minus
y1
y2.
minus y2.
Is mod, right? It's always a positive number area. That's why we're doing the mod. So how to remember this formula? So half into mod. So just fix one point first. That is x. Which one is x1? Which one is x2? And then go in it in this direction. So x1 into y2 minus y3. Then x2 into y3 minus y1. Then x3 into x1 minus y2. Right? So we'll go like this in this way. So x1 into y2 minus y3, x2 into y3 minus y1, and then uh, x3 into y1 minus y2, right? So just fix the point in this direction, you will be get the able answer, right? So if you do like this, say instead of if you do like y2 minus 7, it will be incorrect, right? Because it will give the negative sign. No, that is not the correct one. Just fix one direction, fix 3 points, and just go in this way. So it will be you will get a exactly correct answer. Hello, are you getting what I'm saying?
yes
Yes,
yes
sir.
sir
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So this simple formula we have, if we are given the 3 points, we should be able to find out the area of a triangle. That's it, right? And if 3 points are collinear, then we will not get the area of a triangle, right? So now this is the question: the area of a triangle formed by the midpoints. Okay, this is the midpoints of a line segment PQ, QR, RP, where the coordinates of PQR are given to us. Right?
yes sir
So let me draw the triangle. This is my P, this is my Q, this is my R, 0 comma 0, 3 comma 0.
We have to find the
This is,
midpoint and
yeah, this is PR. What is saying? The area of a triangle formed by the midpoints of a line segment PQ. So this is PQ, this is my midpoint, say M, this is QR, this is my midpoint, say N, okay, MN. Oh, okay. And this is my R, this is my midpoint, say O, right? And what is saying? The area of a triangle formed by the midpoint of a line segment. So this, if we join this, what is the area of this particular, right? Triangle. This is we have to find. So tell me,
1.5
what is
square
the
unit.
approach? Yeah, what is the approach?
Midpoint,
we'll
sir.
find the midpoints
Midpoint
and
formula,
then
section formula.
Section formula.
So
Section
first
formula.
apply section formula and find the coordinates of O, M, and N, right? Once we get the
Yes.
coordinates of O, M, N, we directly we can apply this area for rectangle formula.
Area of a
Triangle formula.
triangle.
So what is the midpoint?
so
It
what
is
you're saying
dividing the
here
line. Sorry.
so what you're saying that uh, these points are given so we need to find the area of PQ the middle of the square middle of the triangles
Yeah,
middle
it is
triangle
given to us that the area of a triangle formed by the midpoints of a line segment PQ,
PQ
QR, and
QR
RP.
and
These are the
RP
midpoints. Midpoints means it is
yes
dividing the line segment in the ratio 1:1, right?
okay sir
So we have the ratio, we have the points. So we just need to find out this coordinate of O, M, N.
okay sir
So if I know the coordinate, then I can simply put this coordinate in this formula and I will get the area of a triangle.
okay sir
So tell me what is the coordinate of O, OX, what is OY, what is the x coordinate of O?
3
3
by 2.
into 1
3 by 2.
plus, yeah, 3 into 1
1.5.
plus 0, right?
By
Upon 1 plus 1, that
1.2.
is 2. And here 4 into 1 plus 0 upon 2. So it will be 1.5 upon 2, right? 3 by 2 upon 2. So I have the coordinates 3 by 2. So my O coordinates, I'm writing it here, 3 by 2 and 2. So what is my coordinate of M? What is M
3 by
coordinate?
2, 0.
3 by 2 and 0.
So M will be 3 into 1 plus 0 into 1, 0 upon 2. And that is my X. And My will be 0 plus 0 upon 2, right? That is 0. So it will be 3 by 2 upon comma 0, right? And what is
Yes,
N?
sir.
3 by
3,
2.
2.
3 comma 2, sir.
Yeah, 3 comma 2 N. That is NX will be 3 into 1 plus 3 into 1 upon 2, right? That is 6, 2, that is 3. And then my NY will be 4 into 1 plus 0 upon 2. So that is 2. That is 3. So 3 comma 2, right? So we have this coordinate OMN, and what is asked? Area of a triangle formed by the midpoint. So we know the formula. We can just simply put the coordinate, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is? So my area will be half of this OMN, right? So OMN, I will go in this like this way. So O is first x1, right? So x1 is 3 by 2 into y2 minus y1. That is 0 minus, sorry, y2 minus y, that is 2
0 minus
plus
2.
3 by 2, 3 by 2 into 2 minus 2, right?
2 minus 2, yes, sir.
Minus 2 plus 3 into 3 into 3, then 2 minus 0.
2 minus 0.
Yeah, so that is mod. So this will be 1 by 2. That is 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 2. This is 0, right? Minus 2
Yes, sir. Totally
plus
0.
0, and this is 6.
6
So if what I will get, that is
minus
minus
3.
3 plus 6.
6.
I will get
3
3
by
by
2.
2. That is
1.5.
1.5. Yeah, so 1.5 is correct. Yeah. So this is the way to solve this question, right? If you are given the this three coordinate, you should be able to find out the area of a triangle. And but for that, you should know this section formula. That is midpoint 1:1. That's it. So such type of simple question you can expect in the qualifier, where you need to apply multiple concept, right? Okay. Any doubt in this part? Section
No,
formula and
sir.
area of a triangle. Okay. Great.
No, sir.
So now we'll move on to the slope of a line. Okay. Say this is my y-axis.
Mama?
This is my say this is my line. Okay. Now what is slope of this particular line? L1. Yes, okay, first
M
tell me
equals to
what
the
is
same.
slope.
Yes, sir.
What is slope?
Price divided by
Oh,
Change in y direction
Well,
plus change in
between
x direction.
Slope we indicate by generally by M. So I can say change in y upon
divided.
With
change
respect to
in
x.
x, right?
Yeah.
So we can say rise by run, right? That is
Yeah.
rise by run
price
ratio.
by run, yes.
Rise in my in y axis and run in x axis. Means by what amount my y coordinate is changing if I'm going this in this direction, right? If I'm changing my x direction. So this basically that is the slope, right? So M is, we denote generally like this, del of y, that is change in y upon del of x, right? So if I
Yes,
have
sir.
these 2 points, say this is A and this is B, I have this coordinates, say x1 comma y1, and this one is x2 comma y2, then what will be the slope? Change in y coordinate?
y2 minus y1.
Yeah, y2
y2
minus
minus
y1
y1
upon
dot
x2
x2
minus
minus
x1.
x1.
Yeah, either you can do you can do like this also, y1 minus y2,
y1 minus
but here
y2.
same thing, here x1 minus x2 you have to do, right? Yeah. So ratio will be the same in both the cases. So this is my slope. Okay. Now tell me, I will draw a few lines. This is my x, this is my y. This is my first line. This is my second line. This is my third line. This is L1, L2, L3. So which one is having the greater slope?
L3.
L3.
L3, right? So I can also say that, like, because the amount of x I'm changing, it will change significantly in the y direction, right? That is how the my slope is there. And also, if I just move this particular line in this direction, in the anti-clockwise direction, so I'm changing the slope, right?
Yes, sir.
So I can say this my slope is equals to the this particular tan of this particular value theta. In this case, this one theta 1. In this case, it will be theta 2, right? So I can say that my m slope is equals to my tan of theta. Where theta is measured along with the positive x-axis, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So if I draw a line like this one, cell 1. So what is the slope of this particular line? Horizontal line parallel to the
0.
x-axis.
Zero.
This is slope. And if I draw a line like this, that is parallel to y-axis,
Slope.
Undefined.
theta equals to 90, that is undefined, right?
Yes.
I can say I don't need to go, don't need to change in the x direction because it is changing infinitely in the y direction, right? That is undefined. This is a simple concept of slope. So if you are given any 2 points, you should be able to find out the slope. That's it, right? By just applying this formula, you should be able to find out the slope of a line.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Here m is equals to 10 theta. If 10 90 is given there, then it is not defined.
Yeah, 990 is not defined, right?
So what is the reason of not being defined?
So that value does not exist, right? If you see here, I
Okay.
don't know what is slope of this particular line because I'm not changing in the x direction. It is still rising in the changing the y is infinite, right? It's going still. So I don't know what is the rise by run ratio here.
Yes, sir. And sir, just a second here that it is in parallel line to y-axis, then it is in horizontal line will be said or vertical line it will be said to respect of.
Parallel to y-axis means vertical line, and the slope is not defined, right? Or this slope is not defined. And if I'm saying parallel to x-axis, means horizontal line.
Slope is 0.
Yeah, slope is 0, right? Slope equals to 0. That's it. Sometime in the question you will get that if find out the equation of a line which is horizontal to the x-axis and passing this particular point. You can simply assume that m is 0, right? Yeah. So in this case, equation will be y equals to this coordinate particular, right? Say this is b, and in this case it will be equation that is a, that is x equals to a, right?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, should we know the values of this trigonometry angles like tan theta or sine, if any?
Yeah, calculator is there in the portal, right? You can simply use that calculator.
Okay, so in most of the cases, it is tan only.
Slope is generally equals to tan theta only.
Okay, okay.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, sir, I have a doubt in one tutorial video, sir. Week 2, tutorial 1.
So
That,
is it related to this concept?
yeah, sir,
Slope
this
of a line.
concept only. Slope, yeah, slope concept.
So what is your doubt? You can tell me.
Actually, the tutorial is on that mobile launching. A company launches a mobile. In that tutorial, my doubt is actually the price decreases from January month onwards. But in that tutorial, they are calculating January as a increasing amount.
January
Yes,
onwards
sir.
means This is January, right? If
Till that
like
January point.
January point, right?
Yeah, sir.
So it will increase till January and decrease January onwards like this. So it will
But
be
in
January
question,
here,
it
right?
was mentioned as it is decreasing from January.
So decreasing from January only, na? So till January it is increasing, right? I have not watched that tutorial, but I guess it is like this. So after January it is decreasing, right? It is saying like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right.
It will,
What you're saying is
till
right.
January it will increase, right?
In this, in the second part, they calculated for 2 months instead of three. That is February and March.
Okay. But this is your doubt, right?
Price of A dropped down at the rate of 500 per month from January.
From January, right? So till January it is rising, right? It is increasing till January. So from January it is decreasing, right?
Decreasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, I can't see the screen.
No?
Sir, I
It
have
is
a
not
doubt.
visible.
Go on and install the
It is.
Sir,
It
I
is
have a
visible,
doubt.
sir. No problem.
Okay, yes. Anyone have doubt in this concept?
No, not in this, in other one.
No, sir.
Sir, there is a
Uh,
tower to which two thieves are standing at a distance of 900 and 800 meters, and we are calculating the slope. A girl flashes light from there,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Okay. I got your point. There is a tower and there is two thieves are standing, right? That
yeah.
question. Yeah. So we are taking slope for one leg and for one thief for one head,
No,
right?
sir, why is it so that why we are taking leg for one and head for other?
No, no. In that question, we need some correction. We have discussed this earlier also. We'll modify that question. Same question, the two thieves. We are discussing that doubt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll modify that question. Yeah. Because if we take the leg of two thieves, then the slope will get changed, right? The answer will get changed. Okay. Okay, we'll come to this
Hello,
part.
sir.
Yes.
I can't see the screens.
Hello, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Anyone, if you
Visible.
Yes,
can
sir. Yes,
confirm?
sir.
Yeah. Amruta, you can try to rejoin the meeting. Okay. Now this is slope of a line passing through point P and Q is 1. So what is the value of K here? Just tell me.
So
minus
minus
3.
Slope of a line passing through the point P and Q is 1. So M is given us to 1. What is M here? Change in Y upon change in X. So Y is X comma K comma 0 upon minus 2 0. So it will be K minus 2 equals to 1. So K equals to minus 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes.
Sir, I got disconnected from the thief one. Can you explain it again?
Sorry. Which?
The thief question, a tower
Yeah.
and two thieves.
Yeah. So there is some ambiguity in that question. We'll check that, modify that question. Because if we change the slope, answer will get changed, right? If we change the points. That's why.
Sir, it should be -2 -1, no,
Yes,
sir.
sir. It
Not
is
Sorry,
zero.
minus
it is
2
minus
minus
2
1.
minus 1.
K minus 0 by
2
X
minus
2
2
minus
minus
coordinate,
1.
right? X coordinate, right? Sorry. It will
Yes,
be
sir.
Right.
-2 minus 1. I will
-1.
get -3, right? So -3 should be the answer.
Minus
Yes.
3.
Yeah. X coordinate, yeah. This is a simple one. If we know the slope, we can find out the coordinate, or if we know the coordinate, we can find out the slope. That's it. Okay. Now find the slope of a line passing through the origin. Again, origin means 0, comma 0. And point is given to us. Find out the value of slope. Yes.
So 4/6.
Yes. So let's see. -3 by 0. Sorry. Y change in y coordinate, right? So it will be -2 by 0, -3 by 0, 2 by 3, right? So it will be 4/6.
Yes, sir.
It is equals to 2 by 3 only, right? So ratio is same. Anyone, any doubt in this part? How to find out the slope if we are given the 2 points?
5, 4/6,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
Yes.
Why it is 4 by 6? 2
Our
by
ratio
3.
is 2:3, right? We can
Yeah.
divide and multiply by
Sir,
2. Same
multiply,
thing. 4 by 6.
multiply.
Okay, here it says the slope. Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Even if it's like this, say
Equivalent.
8 by
Okay.
12, it is still
Okay.
correct, right?
Okay. Both all are correct.
Okay. So now we'll move on to parallel and perpendicular lines using slopes, right? Say suppose I have a slope. I have line L1 having the slope M1. I have line L2 having the slope M2, right? Now I want to check whether this L1 is parallel to L2. So in that case, what will happen? So L1 is parallel to L2. In that case,
M1 should
both the
be.
slopes will be equal, right? M1 should be equals to M2. Now, if suppose L1 is perpendicular or L2 is perpendicular to L1, then in that case, my product of this particular slope should be equals to -1. So M1 into M2 should be equals to -1. So that's it. Simple. 2 points are there. If the lines are parallel, the slope must be equal. If the lines are perpendicular, then the product of the slope must be -1. That's it. And I can say if their slopes are equal, so M1 equals to M2 and having set inclination theta and alpha. So I can say tan of theta equals to tan of alpha. That is theta equals to alpha also, right? I can say that. So this is my line L1. Okay. Sorry, L1. And I am just moving this line parallel to this particular line only. So this is another line, say L2. Okay. Inclination is same. Slope is same. So these two are a parallel line. I can draw infinite parallel line, right? Slope will be same and the theta inclination will also be same. Here also theta, here also theta, and here also it will be theta only. So these two are the concept. If the lines are parallel, the slope must be equal, and if the lines are perpendicular, the product of the slope must be equal to -1.
-1.
So just remember these two simple point.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Nothing in it.
Sir,
We'll take. Yes.
what if the angle of inclination is 90 degree?
90 degree.
Perpendicular dimension.
The slope is not defined, right? Theta is 90 degree means slope is not defined.
Yes, sir. So we can't comment if they are parallel or not.
No, slope is parallel. We can see by using slope we cannot tell, right? If both are having the 90 degree, then they are parallel. But if suppose this is 90 degree
But when the
and
both
this one
lines
is
of
0,
slope will be
so we can,
undefined, right?
sorry, both lines.
So if two lines are parallel and perpendicular to y-axis, x-axis, then both will be slopes are undefined, no, sir?
Yeah. So if it is parallel to the y-axis, then the slope is undefined. This is my L1 and this one is also my L2. These two are parallel. L1 and L2 will be still parallel, but the slope is not defined here, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So this is not a necessary condition, but the slope, by using slope, if we want to find out whether my lines are parallel or perpendicular, then these two are the condition. If the slope is not defined, my still line will be parallel to these two, right? If it is parallel to the like horizontal, sorry, this vertical line. These two are also parallel line. So only these two important points are there. M1 equals to M2 for parallel line, and M1 into M2 equals to minus this for perpendicular line. That's it. So just remember this. Now this is representation of a line. Now we'll come to a line part. So as of now we have just discussed. Please mute yourself, Bhavya. Please. Okay. So as of now we have discussed if we are given the 2 point, how to find out the distance between the 2 points, how to find out the coordinates if we divide internally, what is the slope of a line. So all these things we have discussed. Now we'll discuss about the representation of a line. Okay. So for so there are a couple of different way we can represent, or in the lecture we have discussed. So first one is using slope point form, right? If you are given the slope and a point, we can find out the equation of a line. That's it, right? Slope point form. So slope is m here, say slope is m, and say my point P is x1 comma y1. Right now, if I want to find out the equation of a line having slope m and passing through the point x1 y1, so what should be my equation? That is y minus y1 equals to, that is slope m in x minus x1. Right, this is my general equation of a line using the slope point form. This is slope point form. If I have the slope and I have the 1 point, then I this formula. Right, it's just simple representation of line. Now another case is the 2 point form. Instead of slope, we have given the 2 points, right? 2 point form. So I have 2 point. This is my x. This is my y. I have this 2 point, right? Say PQ. I need to find out the equation of a line passing through this 2 point, right? Same formula I can use here by replacing m by using those formula, right? What I can do here, that is
Sir,
y.
can you
Yes.
again?
Hello. Okay.
Sir, can you repeat points
Yeah.
slow point form?
So if we know the slope and if we know that it is passing through 1 point, so passing through point P x1 comma y1, then I can directly use this formula to find out the equation of a line. That is y minus y1, a difference in y coordinate equals to m into x minus x1, right? So this is simple.
Sir, it is like the
Then
same of that slope formula.
yeah, slope point formula, same thing is there. I will come to that. So here it is given, slope is given to, that's why we are using this. But instead of slope, we are given these 2 points, say P and Q. But we can calculate the slope by using 2 points, right? So that will be, instead of m, I will just simply put y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, right? And here x minus x1. So please remember y1, y1, x1, x1 like this only, okay? So don't replace it with x2 here. So if you are subtracting x1 first, x1 only should be there. Yeah. So this is how, this is just basically a 2 point form. If I know a slope and a point, I can use this thing. If I know 2 points, then I can directly use this thing. Or you can use this also, but first you need to calculate the slope by using this formula, right? That you have discussed earlier. So this is simple representation of a line. Okay.
Sir, can you show the 2 point form again?
Yeah. So suppose we have this 2 point P and Q. Okay, this one is x1, y1, and this one is x2, y2, right? Now, if I want to find out the equation of a line passing through these 2 points, what I can do, I can simply use y minus y1 equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is basically a slope m, right?
Yes,
This
just
m
substitute
only.
the
Here you
formula of
can see.
slope
Yeah.
m
So
delta
x
y by
minus
delta
x1 is
x.
like this. Yeah, like this only.
Sure. Okay.
So if I know the 2 point, I can find out the slope also, and I can use the slope point form also. So
Sir,
it depends on which formula to use, depending on the given values, right, or condition. Yes.
Yes.
so what will be the value of y and x here? Only y and x.
No, we are finding out the equation of a line. So it will be like this: y equals to some mx plus some constant. It will come in this form. These are the integer value, right? So it will get a number. So if we solve this, we'll get this equation: y equals to mx plus c.
Okay, sir.
This is equation of a line. So equation of line. Okay. So these two are the first form, like slope point form and the 2 point form. Now the next thing is what I have discussed now. That is the intercept form, or you can see slope intercept form first. Okay, slope intercept form. Now what is slope intercept form? Slope is given to us, that is m, and intercept is given to us. Intercept is y intercept. Now what is y intercept and what is x intercept? Is anyone? What is y intercept and what is x intercept? Yes, tell me.
Where x equal to 0.
Yeah, y
X equal
intercept means where my
x equal
line cuts the x axis, sorry, y axis. So line cuts the y-axis, it means my x coordinate is 0, right? And here a line cuts the x-axis, it means my y coordinate is 0, right? This is my intercept thing, right? Now, if I given, say suppose I have given the y-intercept, say c, and I have the slope m, then I can use this direct formula. That is y equals to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept. So if I draw this line like this,
X equals to 0.
yeah, so it will come like this. So this is my c, and this is my slope. Theta equals to tan of theta. Tan of theta equals to m, right? So this is my c coordinate. So it's cutting the y-axis at particular point, right? Can be like this, or it can be like this also. It will cut here. It can be
Yes,
positive, it
sir.
can be negative also. Yeah. That is my y-intercept. So y equals to mx plus c. In that, m will be my slope and c is the y-intercept. If these two are if given to me in the question, I can directly use this formula. Y equals to mx plus c, right? This y equals to mx plus c. This is the standard equation of a line. Okay. And okay, if this is given to me, what should be the say suppose this is L1. What should be the equation of L2 such that these two are parallel? Say L2 is parallel, and what is the equation of the L2? Looking at this equation. Yes, anyone?
The value of C changes, sir.
Yeah. It will be slope will be same, right? In if it is
Yes,
parallel,
sir.
so it will be mx plus c1, right? C only value will change. Say suppose this is my L1, and here it is. This is my y, and this is negative, right?
Yes, sir.
And I am drawing one parallel line to this L1 like this here, and here it is positive, right? But the slope is same, right? M is same, only my C
Same.
value is getting changed, right?
Changes. Yes.
Yeah. This is, then I can say these two lines are parallel. Okay. So the slope are same. So this is for the slope intercept form. If I know the slope, if I know the y-intercept, I can find out the equation of a line. But this is when I know the y-intercept. What if I know the x-intercept is given to me? In that case, suppose x-intercept is d. X-intercept is d. In that case, what will the equation?
Y equals to
mx plus d.
This is when, let me write in the proper way.
Y is equal to m of x minus d.
So, yeah, for
the
y intercept, right? That is y equals to mx plus c. And for x intercept, it will be y equals to m x minus d, where d is my x intercept, sorry, x is intercept, and here c is my y intercept, right? So this is the equation of a line having the slope m and intercept x intercept is d, right? So but if I simplify like this, mx minus md, right? So m is basically my, if we apply the same point formula, we'll basically get the y-intercept here only, right?
So what is D?
D is x-intercept.
dx intercept.
So this is my D here. It's cutting the x-axis. In the previous case, it was cutting the y-axis, that was C. And here it is cutting the x-axis, that is D here. Okay, this is my x-intercept and this is my y-intercept. Are you getting it, what I'm saying?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubt in this part? Slope intercept form?
Sir.
If you know the slope and intercept is given to you, you should be able to find out the equation of a line. Yes?
Nothing, sir.
There was an internet
Okay.
problem. Can you explain what
So
happened?
for this line mx minus md, how do you find the y-intercept? So you were about to say something about the finding y-intercept for this line mx minus d, mx
Yeah.
minus md.
So if I compare this, so here it is y equals to m in bracket x minus d, right? This is the x-intercept form. But if I multiply, let's open this bracket, mx minus md, right? If I compare with this equation, my C will be minus MD, right?
Yes, sir.
This is because basically my M is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And here D is also x coordinate, right?
Yes,
D is
sir.
basically x coordinate only, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if I say this is 0, this is 1, I will get the y-intercept only. Like in general, if we have the point, we can discuss on that. But so as of now, please remember, if we are given the y-intercept, that is y equals to mx plus c, and if we are given the x-intercept, is y equals to m in bracket x minus t. So these two are the equation. This is when slope-intercept form. So we have discussed about the slope point form, 2-point form. Means when the slope is given and the point is given, you can use this formula equation. Or if 2 point is given, you can use this one. Basically, both are the same thing. Okay, if you calculate the slope first, and these are the slope intercept form. If y-intercept is given, use this formula. If x-intercept is given, you can use this formula. So that's it. And what if both the intercept are given? Say suppose fourth case is intercept form only.
X by N
Intercept.
plus
Yeah.
45.
So A is my x-intercept
Y by
and B is my y-intercept. In that case, what will the equation of a line? Just x upon x-intercept plus y upon y-intercept equals to 1. That's it. Yeah. This is basically equation of a line, right? You can simply cross multiply and you will get the same answer. That is
Yes, sir.
bx plus ay equals to ab, right? And if you just simply simplify this, what you will get? Ay equals to minus bx plus ab, right? Y equals to minus b by ax plus a, sorry, b, right? And what I said, if I compare with this equation, b is basically my y-intercept, right? Yeah, and this is my slope. So you can remember, you can use any formula, but depending on the condition which is given to you in the question, you can use this. So these are the four simple way in which we can find out the equation of a line. Any doubt in this part? Anyone? Okay. Okay. Now just solve this equation. Sorry, equation. Equation of a line passing through the point and the slope. Slope is given, point is given. Find out.
Minus x minus 1.
So y equal x.
Yeah, so there are two way also. Like I can take this general equation y equals to mx plus c. Slope is given to me, that is 1, that is x plus c, but point is also given. So when my x equals to minus 1, y equals to minus 1 plus c, right? So it will get cancelled, c equals to 0, so y equals to x is the answer, right? Or you can use the slope point form also, that is y minus of minus 1, right? Slope into x of minus 1. So that is minus of 1. So y plus 1 upon x plus 1. So 1 will get cancelled, still equal to y equals to x only, right? Using slope point form. This is using our general form, right? So in any way, we'll get the same answer, right? Y equals to x. Now next question, if x-intercept and y-intercept of a straight line are minus 6 and 7, choose the correct equation of a line. We have just discussed the
Minus
intercept form.
y plus
Yes.
42.
So same thing, right? X by a upon y by b equals to 1. Now what is my a here? Minus 6. What is my b here? That is 7 equals to 1. Just 1 minute. Now just cross multiply. 7x minus 6y equals to minus 42. Just simplify it. 7x minus 6y minus 42 equals to 0. Sorry, plus 42, right? Minus it will come
Yes,
this
sir.
side. So first option, right?
Right.
First option is correct one. Just remember the simple basic thing. If I given the 2 points, if I given the slope, if I given the intercept, you should be able to find out the equation of a line. This is the basic requirement. Okay. Okay. Now just quickly go through this question. The equation of a line is given.
Sir, can you please slide this slide up just
Okay.
for a minute?
Sir, can you discuss the straight
Okay,
line?
okay.
Yes, yes, we'll discuss. It's there in the it's last part, right? We'll discuss that.
Okay, sir. Done, done, done. Thank you.
So this is equation of a line, right? Okay, so let me discuss one more thing before we discussing this. So up till now I discussed four different forms. Okay, so there is one more thing.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine.
Yeah, so there's one more thing, that is general equation of a line. Say general equation of line. Okay, it is represented by, say, ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So this is the general equation of a line. Ax plus by equals plus c equals to 0. Nothing, same thing are there. Okay, just we are just giving the coefficient here, right? A, B, C, like this. So general equation of a line, ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Right? Now, if two
Yes,
lines
sir.
are given me like this, say this one is say L1, and say L2 is, say, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. Then what will be the condition for L1 is parallel to L2? L1 parallel to L2. What is the condition for that? Yes, anyone?
Slopes are equal.
M1 equals M equals M1.
M1 is equal to M2.
M1 is equals to M2.
Yeah, M1 equals to M2, right? But in this case, like in general,
C equal to C.
Minus
It would
A
be
by
A1
B.
into B2 should be equal
Minus
to
A upon B is equal to M.
B1 into
F1 is
A2.
parallel to L2.
yeah. So the ratio of x coordinate, that is A by A1, must be equals to B by B1, right?
Yes.
This is necessary condition for a line to be parallel. And for perpendicular, in case for perpendicular, what is the necessary condition for these two lines?
Minus
Product
M1
of
should be
M1
M2.
and M2 is
A1,
-1.
A2 plus
Yeah.
B1, B2 is equals to 0.
Yeah. So A1 into A plus B1 into B is equals to 0, right?
B1, B. Yes, sir.
That is for perpendicular. So for parallel line, the coefficient of this particular x and y should be equal, and yeah, that's it.
The product should be -1, right?
-1, sir. Yes.
Product should be 0, right?
-1.
-1.
Minus 1.
0.
Minus 1.
If
The sum of
L1
the
is
products.
perpendicular to.
Sum of the products, I think. That's why it
Sum
is
of the
0.
product, that is right. A1 into A plus B1 into B equals to 0. M1 into M2, that is -1, right?
Yeah, it is the
Okay.
sum
Yes.
of the products.
Yeah. So okay. Now what is M1 here for this line and what is M2 for this line? Just find out. Then we'll get this equation.
Minus A
Minus B
upon
by
B.
A.
Minus A
So
Minus
M1.
upon B.
A.
Minus A by B.
So
Minus
M1
A.
is minus
Minus A by B.
A upon B.
minus
Minus
A
A
by
by B.
B. And what is M2 here? In this
Minus
case,
Minus
A1
A1
by
by B1.
B.
minus A1 by B1.
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 Yeah. So just put here minus A1 into A upon B into B1, right?
B1. Yes, sir.
This is also minus. Both are minus, minus. We'll get plus, right? This minus, this
Yes,
minus.
sir.
But here -1 is there. So A1 into A equals to minus B into B1. If I bring this side, it will be plus, right? So A1
Yes.
into A plus B into B1 equals to 0,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir. Got.
Yeah. Both the case thing you can do, like if you are comfortable with finding out the slope, just find out the slope first, and then you can use this equation. No issue. Yeah, both are the same thing. Okay, this is a general equation of a line. Okay, now let us see this question. Equation of a line is given to us. What is the slope of this particular line? This is what we have discussed. Just try to compare with this equation, y equals to mx plus c.
MX plus C.
If you bring this, you can simply
The
compare what
slope
is
is
y,
equal to
what
2.
is x.
It's
Yeah.
4.
M2. Slope is
Slope is equal to 2.
2, sir.
Okay, let's see. Minus 12 equals to 0. Now try to bring this equation in this form. So it is 4x minus 12 equals to 2y, right? So y
Yes.
equals to 2x minus 6. So what is slope here?
2.
2. Slope is
Slope is
2,
2.
right? What is x-intercept?
Minus 6. No, y-intercept is minus 6.
X-intercept.
X-intercept means y equals to 0. Just put y equals to 0.
Yes, yes.
It is 4x equals to 12, that is 3.
3.
Yeah, 3, right. What is y-intercept? Just put x equals to 0.
Minus 6.
Minus
Minus
12,
6.
that is minus 6, right? It's minus 6. This one is
See,
correct.
my slope is coming -2.
For which? Here.
First
For
one minus 2, yes, sir. Correct. Minus 2 it is actually.
Actually, I get confused. Is the formula minus a by b or minus b by 2a?
Minus A by B.
Minus A by B.
See, we have ax plus by plus c equals to 0, right?
Yes,
Now
yes.
just try to bring in this form. What you will get? So by will like this only, minus ax minus c. So y equals to minus a by bx minus c by
C by
b,
B.
right? So my slope will be minus a by b here. So
Okay.
minus a by b means here a is 4, right? So minus 4 minus 2. B is minus 2 here, right? It will be 2
Yes.
only, right? Or instead of remembering such formula, just try to compare with the general equation y equals to mx plus c. That's it. This is slope, this is my y-intercept. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
So
Sir,
now
can
the
you please
So, sir,
explain the
finding
intercept?
yeah, intercept form, sir, how we derived the 3 and minus 6?
sorry 3 and minus 6. Okay. So my whenever I'm saying it is x-intercept means my y coordinate is 0. And for y-intercept means my line is cutting
X
the
code.
y-axis. For this x coordinate is 0, right? So just
Yes,
put
sir.
y equals to 0 here. It will be 0. So 4x minus 12 equals to 0. So x equals to 3. This is my x-intercept. Same for y-intercept means my x coordinate is 0. So here in this case 2y equals to minus 12. So that is y equals to minus 6. X-intercept means my line is cutting the x-axis, for that y equals to 0. And my y-intercept means my line is cutting the y-axis for which the x equals to 0, right?
What is, sir? Understood. Thank you.
Okay. Now this is the equation of a line passing through the point and the perpendicular. Okay, great. So just find out the equation of a line passing through this point and perpendicular to this line. Okay. Now first tell me the approach. Don't tell me the answer. Tell me the approach. What
B1
we have
into
to
A into B1 to B equal to 0. That like that.
Okay. So we have here A and B, and A1, P1 is unknown. So still we have to unknown only one equation, right? Tell me how to do this.
We will find the
Find
slope
the
of this
slope of
equation, then the equation.
Sir, first we will get the slope of this line and then
And
we
the
will
slope
use
from the given
this
equation.
particle
Right.
and we will
and the
get the
slope of
slope
the
of
other
other
line.
line. Then
Okay.
we will use the
And then
slope
you take
intercept.
the slope of the equation.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So what is the slope of this line?
So minus 3 by 4.
Minus 3 by 4.
Minus 3
Minus 3
by
by
4. And
5.
what is
4.
what we have to do? We have to find out the equation of a
4
line
by
passing through this point and perpendicular, right? The slope
Yes.
of a line perpendicular to this line is what
4
is
by
3
3.
4
by
by
4
3.
by 3.
m1, m2, m2, that is minus 1. So my m2 will be 4 by 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
I have the slope, I have the point. Can I get the equation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that is y equals to mx plus c. That is, and m is given to me. That is 4 by 3 x plus c, right? Now this line is passing through this particular point 3 comma 4. So it should satisfy my equation. Now just put when my x equals to 3, y should be 4. So that is 3 plus c. So 3 will get cancelled. C equals to 0, right? C is 0. Okay. So what I am getting, y equals to 4 by 3x. That is 3y equals to 4x. That is 4x minus 3y equals to 0. This
Sir, I
is,
have a
if you
doubt.
multiply it by 2,
It is
2x, yeah, same thing, right? If I
text
divide by 2,
minus
we will get
6.
the same thing. Yeah.
Sir, I have a
Yes,
doubt.
yes, what doubt?
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
we found that N2 is 4 by 3 now, sir. Using that, can't we can't we find the slope of the equation and then equate to and guess the equation, sir?
Sorry, you are saying that we get the slope m2 equals to 4 by 3, right? Then after
Using
that,
that,
yes.
uh, 8x minus 6y is there, no, sir. Using
Huh.
slope formula, can't we equate those equations? I meant like 8 by 6 will be the slope, no, sir.
Yeah, 8 by
That
6
will
is the
also be
slope.
using that also we can do it, no, sir.
Yeah, yeah. You can use any form. You can use
Okay,
slope
sir.
point form also. You can use this form
Okay,
also. No issue.
okay.
Same like
Uh,
y minus
um,
4 equals to 4 by 3 x minus 3, right? Just simplify
Yes,
this, you
sir.
will get the same thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Hello, anyone, any doubt in this part?
yes, sir, sir. Why have we done 4 is equal to 4 by 3 into 3 plus c? Uh,
So we have different way to represent the line, right? So I am using this slope intercept form y equals to mx plus c because I have the slope here, right? M equals to 4 by 3. This is the equation of my
Yes,
line, but it is
yes,
yes,
passing through this point, so it will
X is
satisfy this
given 3,
equation,
4.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Even you can use this form that is slope point form. Slope is given, point is given, just y minus 4. Yeah, please
okay,
mute
okay,
yourself.
okay.
Yeah. You will get the same equation. Yeah.
Understood, understood, sir. Got it.
You can use any form, but the simple way is if you're given this
Can you
form.
explain after you found c equals 0, how are you getting 4x minus 3y?
Okay. Yes. So how we get c equals to 0, right?
No, c equals to 0 is clear. After that, how are we arriving at that equation?
Yeah, just put c equals to 0 in this equation, right? So what I will get y equals to 4 by 3x only, right?
Oh, okay, got it, sir. Got it, got it.
Yeah. Yeah. And just multiply it will be 4x minus 3y equals to 0. But we can divide and multiply with any integer, the equation will be same. So it is 8x minus 6y. If we divide it by 2, you will get the 4x minus 3y, right?
Yeah, got it, got it.
Yeah, same thing.
Thank you.
So, sir, c becomes here 0.
Hmm.
Then from where, how are we getting this 8x minus 6y if here c becomes 0?
If c is 0, the equation will become y equals to 4x plus 3, right? I just put
Yes.
c equals to 0 here. Then simplify this 3y equals to 4x. That is 4x
Okay.
minus 3y equals to 0. Just multiply it by 2, both the side,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Okay. Okay.
8x
Okay.
minus 6y equals to 0, right?
Got it. Got it.
So c is 0 means my line is not cutting the y-axis, right? So it
Yes,
will
sir.
pass
Yes,
through the
sir.
origin like this. It will not cut my
To the
y-axis in
origin.
any. Yeah, it's passing through the origin,
Yes.
having the slope 4 by 3. That's it. Okay, this is yes.
Can you explain from that slope M2? I couldn't understand what you did after that.
Okay. So in the in the question, it is mentioned that equation of a line passing through the point and perpendicular to this line. So we have to find out the equation of a line which is perpendicular to this line and passing through this point, right? So for that, we have a different 4 ways to find out the equation of a line. But for it, first we need to find out the slope. So what is slope here? We know the slope
And
of this particular equation,
yeah,
that is m equals to minus 3 by 4. Now the line is perpendicular to this line,
right.
right? So
I
if
know
this
how
is,
you find the slope after that.
yeah. So this is m1, right? You understand this, how we find out.
Yeah, I
Now we are
understand
saying,
till M2.
yeah, now we are saying this line is perpendicular, means if the slope of that line is m2, then m1 into m2 should be equals to minus 1, right? If this my line is perpendicular, this condition should satisfy. Now
Yes,
my
sir.
m1 is minus 3 by 4 and m2 and it is minus 1. So minus minus will get cancelled
It
and
is
m2
4
equals
by
to
3 also.
4 by
now m2 is 4 by 3, right? The slope
Sir,
of a
M1,
perpendicular
M1.
m1 is minus 3 by 4, no?
So 4 by 3 also y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1.
How? 4 by
Slope
3 is the slope
formula.
of this particular line which is passing through this point and perpendicular to this, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now once we get the slope of that line, say L2, now we have the one form that is slope point form. We have the slope, we have the point, we can get the equation of a line. You can use any one of the form,
Okay, okay.
right? Yeah.
So
So
how
in
can we
this,
say
yeah,
how c
hello.
equal to 0?
Yeah, okay. So once I get the slope, I will just use any form, right? So I can use also like this. I will first use slope intercept form first. So y equals to mx plus c, right? I have the slope, right? It is 4 by 3. So y equals to 4 by 3 x plus c. This is my equation of a line. But now this line is passing through this point also, right? 3 comma 4. Means it should satisfy this particular equation. Now just put y equals to 4 and x equals to 3, right? Plus c. So here I will get c equals to 0, right? From this 4 equals to 4, it will get cancelled. C equals to 0. Now put c equals to 0 here because we are getting the value. So y equals to 4 by 3x is the equation of a line. This is using slope intercept form. Or if you just want to find out the equation using the slope point form, you can do like that also. So y minus y1. So what is our point? 3 comma 4, that is 4, right? That is m. What is m? 4 by 3 into x minus x1, that is 3. Now just cross multiply. 3y minus 12 equals to 4x minus 12. So this minus 12 will get cancelled. 4x minus 3y equals to 0. We are getting the same equation, right? This is using slope point form, and initially I have used this is slope intercept form, right? But if you are given the slope and the point, you can directly go for this also. No need to put the points and all those things, right? You can directly use
Okay.
this also. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes. So, like if I am given one point and an
Mm.
equation, I am able to find the slope. How you found the x and y intercept, like using the mx plus c, or which formula, or to find intercepts?
So, like
Like
I am
we
using
found.
in this question, are you asking?
Yes, yes.
So I am using
Supposedly,
slope intercept form. That's why I am using
mm,
this C. You can use slope point form directly also. There is no need to calculate the value of intercept. You can directly use this equation. You will get this equation only.
okay, so if in this question supposedly we are asked to calculate x-intercept, how we would do it? Like we have calculated m.
Hmm.
So after that, x and y-intercept, how will come?
Okay, so you are asking about x and y intercept of the line passing through the point and perpendicular
Yes,
to this, right?
yes, yes,
Yeah. So this is the equation of a line at x minus 6y equals to 0, right?
yes, yes,
Now this line is passing through the origin like this.
yes.
If you put x equals to 0, it is y equals to 0. If you put y equals to 0, it will be x equals to 0. So it is not cutting the x-axis and y-axis at any point. So it does not have any x-intercept or y-intercept. It is
Oh,
0 only. In
okay.
both the cases, it is 0 only. It is passing through origin only here.
Okay, okay. So for any case like x-intercept and y-intercept, if we are asked to calculate, we equate the equation or substitute to 0.
Just find out the equation, and
Yes,
for
yes.
x-intercept, put y equals to 0, and for y-intercept, put x equals to 0 in that equation. That's it. But first
Okay,
find out the
okay.
equation.
Okay, okay, sure.
So here we have find it out the equation at x minus 6y. For x-intercept, y is 0, that is x coordinate is 0. For y-intercept, x is 0, here also y is 0. So we have only one point that is passing through the origin. So 0 comma 0, right?
Okay, okay.
So this is how we represent the line using different form. And if we are given any point, any 2 points or 1 point of slope, we should be able to find out the equation of a line. So this is the mandatory case, okay, equation of a line. Now there is one more concept, distance of a line from a given point. Okay, so first we'll see, first we'll discuss about the, yeah, okay, let us discuss about the perpendicular distance. Say suppose this is my x-axis This is my y-axis and this is my line, and say this is my point P. Now if I want to find out the perpendicular distance of this point from this line, okay, so what is the direct formula for that? Say this is
AX1 mod
yeah,
AX1
Pm equals to mod of this equation of a line will be say ax plus
AX1
by plus c equals to 0. So this is the equation of a line, okay, and point is x1 comma y1, right? Now
yes
just put the value of x1 and y1 in this equation, that is
yes
a into x1 plus
plus
b into y1 plus c
C
divided by
divided by root of A
under
square
root
plus
of under
Square.
root of a square plus
plus
b
B square.
square. That's it. Now this is the perpendicular distance. Okay, remember this is the perpendicular distance of a point P from this line. Okay. But in the question, if it asks for minimum distance, it is also perpendicular distance only. So if in the question, if it asks for minimum distance from this point to this line, you have to find out the perpendicular distance only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is simple equation. Please remember if you want to find out distance of a line from a given point, right?
So if we want to know the distance from the line to the origin, can we use the same formula?
Yes, from line to the origin, right?
Yeah.
Here instead of x and y,
P
it will
is
be
in
0 comma 0, right?
yeah.
That's it. Just put 0 0.
AX.
It will c upon under root of a square plus b square only.
Yes,
So
sir.
basically, this is my origin. This is my point line, right? Yeah, you can
Yeah.
find out. Just put the instead of x1 y1, just put 0 comma 0, right? Because from the origin we are finding out, right? So
Yes.
it will be c upon under root of a square plus b square.
We can use that formula, isn't
Yeah,
it?
same formula. Just replace the value of x1 y1.
Value of x1. Okay.
Yeah, it is perpendicular distance and minimum distance. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is simple one. Just if you are given the equation of a line, just put the coordinates of that point and take the coefficient of a and y. Just take the under root and square it. That's it. Just remember this equation of a sorry distance of a point from a given line. Now one more thing is that uh, suppose I have two parallel line,
Distance
this one
between two.
and this one. So distance between two parallel line, this is t. So this one is L1 and this one is L2. So that distance t will be, because if you see the general equation, that is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Now a and b, the ratio must be same, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so this is a1x plus b1y plus c equals to 0. Now in this case, if I want to find out the distance, so okay, first let me discuss the formula. It is c1 and it
P2.
is c2. So it can be c1 minus c2, c2 minus c2, doesn't matter, but we are ultimately taking the positive value only. So c1 minus c2 under root of
Divided
a
by
square plus b square. Okay. Now remember that this formula is only valid when a and b are equal for both the cases, right? It's not like
yes.
it is a and is a1. So if I say 2x plus 3y plus 6 equals to 0, and here 4x plus 6y plus 9 equals to 0, right? So here in this case 2 by 4 equals to 3 by 6. So these two both are parallel lines. But what should we take? A equals to 2 or a equals to 4? For that, please make the coefficient equal. So just divide it by 2. It will be
2, yeah.
2x plus 3y plus 9 by 2, right? Equals to 0. Now these two are equal, right? Coefficient are equal. Now here C1 will be my 9 by 2, not 9. Okay, please remember this. So so both the value of both the coefficient of x and y should be same. Then only you can apply this formula, right? So if I want to find out the distance, in this case, it will be d equals to 9 by 2 minus 6 upon under root of 2 square plus 3 square, right?
Yes.
That's it, yeah. But please make sure that the coefficients are same while calculating the distance between the two parallel lines. Yeah.
You could have multiplied the second line instead of dividing it, right?
We can multiply the first equation by 2 also. No issue.
Mm.
2x plus 6y plus 12. Then in that case, it will become 12, right? So it will be 9 minus 12, right? Instead of 9 by 2 and 6, it will be 9 minus 12, right? And here 4 and 6, right?
So can you explain the SSC sum squared error?
Yes, yes. After that, that is the last point. We're discussing that only.
Yes, sir. I have also doubt in it.
Yeah. So, any doubt in this part? Those two formulas
So
are there.
what if the coefficients are not same?
You have to make the coefficients, and then only you can use this formula. So in this case, I'm dividing it by 2 to make it same, right? You have to think like by what, like if you want to multiply or divide by which number, that coefficient will become same. Then in that case only you can use. Yeah.
If C1 is equal to C2, then lines are collinear, right?
C1 equals to C2 and A and B are same, basically same line, right?
Then they are collinear,
Same
right?
line, collinear, same line, yeah. Because these are the intercept, right? It is cutting to only one point, both the lines, right?
And it will have infinite intercepts.
Yeah, infinite intercept, right? Intercept, sorry, infinite intercept means
They will intersect at infinite points.
intercept or intersect.
Intersect.
Intersect or infinite point, yeah, right.
So in this formula, sir,
Yes.
mod C1 minus C2 by square root of 1 plus m square is also
Yeah.
then
So that is also one of the formula. Let me discuss that also. So distance is C1 minus C2 under root of 1 plus m square. But you remember what is our m? Minus a by b, right? Yeah. So here we are discussing this is a capital. We are equating with general equation, that is this.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, why should the coefficients should be same, sir?
Yes, I will come to that. Okay, so first we'll discuss this part. So here I am talking about a general equation, that is ax plus by plus c equals to 0, sorry c1, and here ax plus by plus c2 equals to 0. Then in this case you can use this formula. Now the second one is about the slope form. But here if you see what is the slope here, minus a by b, right? Here for both the equation, slope will be same, minus a by b, because the lines are parallel, right? Yeah. And this C2 will be, if I compare with y equals to mx plus c. Remember, this c is small c and this one is capital C, okay? I can bring this equation like this also, right? Mx plus c, and here also mx plus c, where m are same, right? This one is small c1, this one is small c2. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir. Sir, this formula mod C1 minus C2 by square root of A square plus B square. So this is implemented in which case?
This small m, right? Slope form.
This the left hand corner
This
formula
one, right?
mod. Yeah.
Yeah. If the equation is given like this in this way, like ax plus by plus c equals to 0, if this is general equation is given to you, you can use this form. But y equals to mx plus c is given to you in this form. Like the coefficient of y is 1 here. If like this form, in this form is given, uh, yeah. So
ഞാനിപ്പോ യൂത്ത് ഹബില് മീനയില് വരും മീനയായിട്ട് വരും എവിടെയെന്ന് പറയാൻ ആവിഷ്കാരത്തിന്റെ
yeah. So if this form is given like y equals to mx plus c, then in that case you can use this formula. Sorry.
So can you please help with a question? I'm not able to get this actually.
This
Yeah, just
second formula is of parallel lines too, right? Distance between parallel lines.
yeah, wait. So first thing is that we are using the general equation, okay? And these are the capital, right? This is my L1 and this is my L2 plus C2. This one is C1, right? Now I can also represent this equation like this in the form of y equal to mx plus c, right? That is basically y equals to just divided by b first. That will be minus a by b x plus, right? C not plus. It will be minus c1 by b, right? Are you getting it? I am just transforming this equation in this form, y equal to mx plus c. I am just dividing it by b throughout the equation and bring it in this form.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
And here also I am doing the same thing, that is y equals to minus a by b x minus c2 by b. Okay. Now there are two cases. If the equation is given like this, you can use the distance like this, that in the mod c1 minus c2, these are the capital C1, right? And these are the small c1. I will come to that. Under root of a square plus b square. Now in this way you are given to, like m is given to you, then you can use this form like c1 minus c2 under root of 1 plus m square. So this c1, sorry, m square. Now this c1 and c2 small c1 and c2. Here I am taking this is small c1 and here also it is y equals to mx plus small c2. And these are the capital C1, C2. And this capital C1, C2, what is the relation between small and capital C1? Here you can see. This is my small c1. So this c1 is basically minus capital of c1 by b. And this c2 is basically small c2 is minus of capital c2 by b. Right? Now if you replace this in this equation, what you will get? C1 is minus c1 by b minus c2 by b. Right? It is mod. And here 1 plus m square. What is m here? Minus a by b, right? That is a square plus b square. So if you solve this, it is c1 minus c2, this capital 1, right? And upon b, here also, if you cross multiply, b square plus a square under root of b square, that is b only, right? So upon b here also. Now this b will get cancelled. Ultimately, you are getting this equation only, right?
Okay, okay, got it.
So if you are given this type of equation ax plus by plus c1, ax plus by plus c2, use this form. If you are given y equals to mx plus c, then you can use this. If m is directly given to you, you can use this form also. But remember here the coefficient of y is 1, right? Here the coefficient of y is some value b. If you want to use this formula, first convert this equation in this form, right? Then you can apply this formula.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay. Any doubt, anyone in this part?
No, it is clear, sir. Clear.
Explain the second one again, 1 plus m square one. I didn't understood it.
So if you are given to us y equals to mx plus c, you can use this formula because ultimately m is minus a by b, right? If we compare with this equation, if you just put all this value, you will get the same equation here. I have done the same thing, right?
C1 is equal to minus c upon
Yeah.
C1. What have you done in the last? I couldn't understand that.
So basically what I'm saying, 2x plus 3y plus 6 equals to 0, 4x plus 3y, okay, same here only, that is 2x plus 9 equals to 0. Both are parallel line, right? If this such lines given to you, you can directly use this formula. That is C1 is here, that is 6, and C2 is 9, and A and B are 2 and 3. But if you convert this equation in y equals to mx plus c form, so how to convert that? Just bring it in this form. That is 3y equals to minus 2x minus 6. It will be y equals to minus 2 by 3 x minus 2, right? Now, if you're converting in this form, that is comparing with this mx plus c, this is my m, right? In both the case, m will be same. This 3y minus 2x minus 9. That is y equals to minus 2 by 3x minus 3, right? So here also m. So m is same, and this one is my c1, c2. So here c1 is minus 2, and here c2 is minus 3. And but here in this case, my capital C1 is 6 and capital C2 is 9. Okay. If you're converting this equation in this form, you can use the second one, that is d equals to C1 minus C2 under root of 1 plus m square.
So there in the modulus, sir,
This is the new
modulus of
minus.
C1 minus C2, minus C1 minus C2, no, sir. Yep. Minus C1 by B minus C2 by B, by taking common here, minus C1 minus C2 by B.
Yeah, so minus of minus C2 by B, right?
So here, yeah, here,
Yeah,
the next
right.
step, the next step there.
Next step. Yeah, same thing, because ultimately we're taking the mod, so it will be positive value only.
Right.
We'll be using -3 and -2 right here as C1
Here,
and no in the
yeah.
second case.
In the second case, if you are using this equation, you can simply use -3 -2 plus 1 plus n square, that is 2 by 3 ka square.
Okay,
That's
okay,
it.
I got it.
If you are using this equation, then go for this 6 minus 9 mod upon under root of 2 plus 3 ka square. So depend on the equation, right?
Sir, I think that it will be +2, -3 +2, because it is C1 minus C2.
-3 plus 2 here, yeah, same. Okay, -3 plus 2 minus of, yeah, c1 minus c2, no, so -3 plus 2, same you will get. So in this case you will get -1. If you do -2 minus of -3, you will get 1, but the mod will take the positive value only, right? So 1 only.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
1. Thank you, sir.
So don't get confused. If you are given this type of equation, general equation, use this form. If you are given y equals mx plus c, then you have to use this form. Okay. Or you can remember any case or just try to bring it. Okay. Okay, but here the coefficient of y is 1 only. Okay, here it is b, it can be any value. Then that's why we are using this. If it is 1, you can go directly go for this. No issue.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I was solving earlier one paper. So there was this question. There is a coordinate given. A is 5, comma 2,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to
Mm-hmm.
find its equation.
Yeah, some other part also we should be right. Only from
Yes.
we cannot find out the equation.
Oh, okay,
There
okay.
must be some extra information also, right? At least
Yes,
slope should be given to us. Yeah.
yes, yes. It was a triangle,
Uh-huh.
and the other two sides equations are given. Only one side equation we need to find.
Yeah. So if it's a triangle, equations are given, you can find out the intersection point, right? From that you will get a coordinate. Then you can apply the coordinate like 2-point form to find out the equation, right?
2-point form. Okay, okay.
Earlier we have to use intercept form or intersect
For which case?
for the question she asked.
No, or actually it's asking like this. If this is a triangle and this equation is given to you, so same m is 2x plus 3, and
Yes.
here it is
So
3x plus 9, and what is the equation
yes,
of this particular line, right?
yes. So
Yeah.
there is a triangle ABC,
Hmm.
and the equation AB is given 2y minus x plus 1.
2y minus x plus 1. Okay.
And for BC, it is given y minus 2x plus 1.
2x plus 1.
We have to find the AC, and A coordinate is given 5, 2.
And AC we have to find out a coordinates is given 5 comma
5,
2.
yes.
Yeah. So
For
okay.
yes, for slope of BC and AB, I have found.
Hmm.
For AC is the next question I am unable to find.
Is it an
Like,
isosceles triangle or something?
Yeah, some
uh,
information must be given.
yeah, two angles, uh, theta or something.
So that means it's a isosceles if two angles are theta.
Or you can check here also, like
1 minus
say
n.
y equals to 2x minus 1. Here if you compare y equals to minus 1 by 2x minus 1 by 2. So m1 is 1 by 2, 2. So both are the perpendicular lines, right? So this will be like
Yes.
this. This is a 90 degree. So you have to find out the equation of a line. Then it is
We
simpler
can
one,
use
right?
the Pythagoras theorem in it.
Yeah.
It's
For
simple.
that, no. Pythagoras theorem, you will get a distance, right? If you get the distance, you have the point. By using the distance formula, you will get the other coordinate, right? If you
Mhm.
get the other coordinate, you can just put the 2-point form, you will get the equation also.
Okay, okay. So I need to find x2 and y2.
Yeah, A is given to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just find out the value of B, C, right? Some
I
information has
have
been given.
yes, I have the slopes of both of the other lines.
Yeah. So you can just try out. It will be easier only. That's application of this only what we have discussed today.
Okay,
Same
okay,
thing.
okay.
So okay, before that, just simpler question. Just go through it once. Find the distance between two parallel lines. Okay. Now here, yes, we have to. Which formula we have to use? What we have to do first?
So
What is
we
the
have to add
Make
the coefficients into
the
2.
yeah?
coefficient same, sir,
Make
and
the
then we
coefficient
will take
4x plus 3y minus 15 equals to 0, right? So it will be
Answer C2
minus
minus.
15 minus 5 upon under root of 4 square minus 3 square, right? So it will be 20 upon 5. It will be 4,
I.
right?
Yes, sir.
Distance between the point and the line is this. Find the value of C where C is positive number. Distance between the point and the line is given to us. That same formula, that is D equals to mod of AX1 plus BY1 plus C equals to upon under root of uh, A square plus B square, right? And the line is given to us, that is 4x plus C
Minus 4.
is
Is
3
equal to
by 2.
20. Thank you.
So distance is 3 by 2. Y coordinate is 0, right? So it is basically like this line only. X equals to minus C by 4, parallel to the y axis, right? Anything, or if it is negative in this side. Just try to find out. X1, just put x1, that is minus 1. So 4 into minus 1. So y, we don't have y, so plus C, right? So plus C under root of a square plus b square. B is 0 here, a is 4 only, 4 square. So it will be 3 by 2. It will be 4 plus C
Root 2.
upon under root of 2, right? 4 only, right?
Sir, it
4
is
square.
4 square, so 4.
Yeah, 4, right? So 3, 2, 6 equals to 4 plus C. So C equals to 2 should be the answer, right? Here,
Yes, sir.
y is not getting, like, the coefficient of y is 0 here. So this line is parallel to the y-axis, right? Hello?
Yes,
4x
Yes,
sir.
sir.
plus C equals to 0 means x equals to minus C by 4, right? And if C is a
Yes,
positive
sir.
number, means it will lie on the left hand side. This is basically
Yes,
C by
sir.
4. Yeah, this is my line. That's it. Now the coordinate of vertical triangle are given. Find the area of a triangle. I think this was a simpler. Just put the formula. It is half of this was formula, and just you will get the answer. Right? Okay. So now we'll move to the last part. That is straight line fit. Okay. Now what is straight line fit here? Now let us discuss. This is my x-axis. This is my y-axis, and these are the few points. Okay. Now we have to find out the baseline such that it will cover all the points, but it is not possible, right? If passing through the origin, it will can be multiple line. So we have to choose which one is line, which line is best fit for this particular graph. So I can draw line this also. I can draw line this also at passing through the point. I can say this there are 3 points collinear. I can draw this point like this also passing through the point, like this one is L1, this one is L2, this one is L3. But which one will be the best straight line fit? So that we have to find out. So best line fit will be the that line in which the SSE will be my minimum. That is sum square error will be minimum. Okay. So that line will be my best fit line. So what is minimum? That the distance between this point and this particular line is minimum. So distance between this point and this line is parallel distance from the y-axis. So if these points are minimum, if this distance are minimum, then I can say this is the best fit. So if I take the best example, these are the point, and this is only one point, right? So this is one line, and I am going to this point, right? Now here you can see for most of the point for this line, the distance will be minimum, right? Sorry, the horizontal vertical distance. these are the point. For the most of the point, this distance from this particular line will be minimum, right? And for only this point, it will be like this. If I calculate the SSE, if I'm getting the minimum value, so that will be the baseline fit. So I have 3 lines L1, L2, L3. For all the 3 lines, you have to find out the value of SSE. So for L1, find out the value of SSE. For L2, find out the value of SSE. And for L3, find out the value of SSE. Now among these 3 values, which one is having minimum value? Minimum value of SSE, that will be my straight line, baseline fit. That is best straight line fit. Line fit. Now what is SSE? How to calculate SSE? That is basically sum of squared error, right? SSE. So basically, if we have the equation, say y equals to mx plus c. So ultimately, what we are doing here, we are just comparing the value of this y with this particular value. That is y mx plus c, right? This is the actual point, and this is the point for which we are just optimizing the value, right? So the difference between these 2 points will be like this: y minus mx1 mx minus c, right? And what is the SSE? That is square of it. That is the square of this particular value. And if this is minimum for all the points, then in that case, we can say that L1, L2, L3, which one will be my baseline fit. So
Sir, there was a question in the qualifier exam, last qualifier exam, wherein it was asked question number 75. Sir, could you please help solve this question? I was unable
yeah,
to do it.
can you tell me that question?
The question is, Shushmita was calculating SSE and she found that SSE is a function of as follows. F of A is equal to A square minus 8A plus 30.
8A minus
A square
30.
minus 8A plus 30, yeah. Also, how are we going to get this?
So some points will be given to you like this in this case, right?
Sir, nothing is given actually.
This is a qualifier question, sir. Even I have this as a doubt.
Yes,
Options are
it's a
given.
qualifier question. No points are given actually.
Options are given right where points are mentioned.
Points should be mentioned.
Sir, no
Only
point
equation
is
is given.
mentioned. Only equation
There
is
are
given, yes.
there are 4 options, right?
4 options, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, then the minimum one will be the answer.
But the for number 14
it is like
is
this. There are 4 options: 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I don't know. But if SS is given to you, is it SS is given to you in that
No,
option?
sir.
sir, it is given options 9, 14, 0 and -2, wherein 14 is mentioned as correct as the
But what
answer.
is that option? What is that option?
14.
Value of A.
No, sir. It is
No,
a
no, no,
estimate is
sir.
what we given.
Okay, let me see.
So can I share this PDF on chat if I'm allowed, or maybe a
You
picture of
can
some?
share.
Okay, 1 second.
Qualifier. Okay,
Qualifier
qualifier.
question, yes, sir.
The question is sent in the chat.
Sorry? That
The
is
question
related
is
to
sent in the
quadratic
chat.
equation. The question
There
is,
is. Am I
can
allowed
you
to?
can you read the whole question?
Someone has mentioned is on the this chat. Yes, yes, yes.
Let me check.
It's shared in the chat, sir.
There is an
This
option
was
called
the only
solutions
question,
and
and the
rectangle.
options are given. There's no table or anything else. So how to calculate?
Let me read the question. I don't know. What will the base fit value?
Yeah, and 4 options are being given of this question, and they are 9, 14, and
Yes, so the question is.
Okay. She found SS is a function as follows: a square minus 6a plus, and what will the base fit value? base fit value basically it is a minimum value, right?
The options are 9, 14, 0 and -2.
So there they have done it by finding the vertex.
So it is 2a or a square. It is
A,
calculated
a
a
square,
square.
sir.
A square.
A square,
A
only A
square
square.
minus 6a plus 18.
Okay. So it is a square minus 6a plus 18, right?
Yes, sir.
8A, sir, 8A, not 6A, 8A.
8.
Okay.
Maybe the
Okay.
questions are different.
Maybe different. Yeah. Maybe
A,
question, but
Like
yeah,
this.
we'll discuss that. We'll see the concept. Yeah. So this is the equation of quadratic equation, right? Parabola.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, is it upward or parabola or
It is
downward parabola?
upward.
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 Yes, right? The
A
minimum value will occur at this particular vertex. So what is vertex here for this parabola?
Minus
Minus b
minus
by
b
2.
by
B by
2.
2a.
b by 2a.
So minus of minus 6 upon 2a. So 2a is only 1 here, right? So it will be 3, right? Yeah. So at this point it will be minimum. So this if we put, and what is the value of f of a here? If we put 3 here, at y coordinate of vertex 9 minus 18 plus 18, right?
Right.
So that is 9. So this is 9, right? Now we have to find out the base fit curve. What is the answer for this?
9.
9 only, right?
9.
14,
So
sir.
no, no,
A square minus.
Yeah, the numbers are different. Maybe that's
your
what.
numbers will be different.
Okay.
Yeah. For this particular case, like we have posted this question in the chat. For him, the answer will be 9, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
3 comma 9 is the
So
vertex.
yeah, so that is
So the
different.
SSC value is given as 9.
Yeah. So at the vertex, it will have the minimum value, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So here we are
Here we
discussing
have to
about the
derive the vertex.
at the vertex it will have the minimum value, right? If it is upward parabola,
Uh-huh. So
right?
this is not a SSC question. Is
It's an SSC question.
Here we are only simply finding out the value, right? So minimum value,
okay.
base fit, right?
Okay.
Maybe I can see that. Yeah. Okay, let me discuss this first. So if 4 lines are given to you, you have to find out the SSE. So what is SSE? That is, say y is mx plus c, right? So just take y minus mx plus c whole square, summation of it for I varies 1 to n, that is I. Now just take the value in sum it. So when x equals to 1, y equals to 1. 1 minus m plus c. What is m and c here? That is 1. The equation is given y equals to x plus 1, right? So let me take this equation only. So this is y equals to x plus 1, right? Now SSC will be minimum of this particular thing, right? So what is SSC? Summation of I varies 1 to n. Say here n is 6, where y minus m of xi yi minus c square. But here m is 1 and c is 1. So it will be yi minus xi minus 1 whole square. Sorry, minus 1 whole square. Now just put the table when y equals to 1, x equals to 1. My SSC will be 1 1 1 minus 1 minus 1 ka square plus same if you put just 1 minus 2 minus 1 ka square plus like this you have to do 2 minus 3 minus 1 ka square. Please note, okay, I am making do some calculation mistake. I will just doing it here.
C is always 1.
C is 1 here in this for this equation, for this question y equals to x plus 1, right? That is y minus x minus 1 whole square. That is a summation of I varies from 1 to n. That is my SSE. You have to find out the sum squares error. So SSE for this will be when y equals to 1, x equals to 1, just put the value 1 minus 1 ka square plus 1 minus 2 minus 1 square plus 2 minus 3 minus 1 square plus 5 minus 4 minus 1 square plus 7 minus 6 minus 1 square. Just put 1, 4.
Minus
This
4, sir. There.
4
1 minus 4.
square, na? So minus
Oh,
4
right,
to
yeah,
4.
correct.
So that is 0, right? This is 0. This one is also 0. Minus 1 will get cancelled. Here also 4. Here this, what is the value? 2 minus
Those are not that, sir. Only 7
1,
minus
2,
6 was the
3,
last
4,
one.
5, 6.
Yes.
5 only up till now, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it will be, yeah. So 4 plus 4, that is 13 should be the answer, right?
No, sir. The last 4 is not there, sir. 1 plus 4 plus 4 only.
Okay.
Two
Okay.
fours, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4.
None is the answer.
5 points are there, na? 7, 6 minus 1. So this is 0, 0. So 1, 4, 4 only, yeah, right? So that is 9 answer.
9, yes, sir.
Yes,
9
sir.
is the answer. That is my SSC. This is how we calculate the SSC. Now this only one equation is given. What if we are given the 4 equation like this? Same table is given to you and you have given the 4 equation. Say first one is this one only, y equals to x plus 1. Second one is y equals to 3x plus 2. Third one is y equals to 6x. Then in that case, in all the cases, you have to find out the SSC. Okay. In all the cases, you have to find out the SSC and which one is having the minimum value, that line will be the best fit curve for this particular thing,
Okay.
for particular point. For all the equation, you have to find out the SSC and the minimum of that will be the best fit line. Right? This is the concept of straight line with simple thing. Okay. Yeah. So a simple question. What is the answer?
B.
Yeah. As I said, we have 4 equation, but the minimum SSC will be the baseline fit, right? So minimum SSC is 40 here, right? That's it. By looking at the option only, we can directly answer. That is B. Okay, so that's it from week 2. Anyone, any doubt in any week 2 part?
Sir, I have
Sir,
doubts
that
in practice
question in
assignment.
qualified exam.
Sorry, caution qualifier, which one?
Sir, so the SSC
Practice.
one.
SSC one.
So practice assignment 7th and
Sir, I have
8th.
doubts in practice assignment.
Okay, let me see. Week 2, right? We discuss
Yes,
on
sir.
week
Week 2 practice assignment 7th and 8th.
2. Just 1 minute. This assignment 7 and 8. Hmm. Question number 5, question number 6, question number 7. Okay, let me share my screen. Have you gone to the solution? Yes, this is question number 7, right?
This is the triangles.
Yeah. So what is your doubt here in this question?
Not able to get that answer exactly.
So how we got that the maximum safe height of the tower is 100 and 500 meters.
Okay. What is the question? Let me see. Plane on the side of 15 above the ground. For the straight line part, land to the point of distance of 250 meter. Okay. And then there are 2 towers. So this is the correct option. So first visualize the what is given to us. So plane begins to land when it is at a height of 1500 meter above the ground. It is 1500 meter above the ground, right? And yeah, and it follows the straight line path and land at a point which is a horizontal distance of 2700 meter away. So from this point, it is 2700 meter away, right? So his x coordinate is, sorry, these 2 points we have, right? It is 0, 5, 1500 and 2700, 0, right? Then what is mentioned? There are two towers which are at a horizontal distance 900 meter and 100 meter away from the same direction landing point. Okay. So you understand the condition, right? There are two towers such that the distance between these two are given to us, right? Now what we have to find out the maximum safe height. Okay, so your doubt is in this option, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. The maximum
How to
safe height
find the
of the
towers and
towers are 100 meter and yeah. So maximum safe height will be, it should not intersect this particular line, right? If it is intersecting means it will collide, that plane will collide with the tower, right?
right.
Getting it my point. If plane is
Yep.
going like this, it should not crash with this tower. So basically it should not intersect at this particular point. So that what we have to find out. So I think it is mentioned also, right? Equation of a line. Okay. Rearrange. Now to check the maximum height of tower at x coordinate is 1900. Maximum safe height will be y equals to 15. 900 equals to 0. So y coordinate is 100 meter. So what is 900 by 27? Now just find out the equation of a line. Okay, so we have find out the equation of a line. For a tower, x coordinate is this. Okay. Yeah. So see, we have this equation of a line. From this 2 point we can calculate, right?
Yes.
So tower means vertical line only, you can assume. This
Right.
vertical line, right? So equation of a vertical line equals to x equal to this particular distance. This is the equation of this particular line, right?
Yes.
So I have one line like this, and I have one vertical line. So it should not intersect, right? So just solve these two equation. So at that point it will intersect. That is the maximum height of this particular tower. If we go above that height, it will crash. That is basically a safe height. Are you getting it? What I am saying?
Yes,
So,
sir.
sir, can you explain? Can we take the point where it intersect, or it shouldn't intersect, isn't it?
No, you have to take the where it is intersect, and the height should not go beyond that height. So that
Maximum.
is the
Oh,
maximum height here. The maximum height is mentioned in the question, right?
that's what I also get confused. I thought
Maximum
it's
safe height, right? So let me
Can you
take this
spell it?
question.
I can't understand it.
Yes, just 1 minute. I am taking that.
Hello.
Just 1 minute. Yes.
Is
Now visible?
can you put this link in chat which has all the practice assignments?
Solution.
No, this drive link.
It is on the portal. You have access to portal, right?
Yes, but I have opened portal right now. It is where in
It is
supplementary.
supplementary content, practice assignment solution. You can see. I will share the
Okay,
link
okay,
also. Just 1 minute.
okay. Got it. Here it is. Okay.
So my screen is visible. Only this particular case. This one.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Let me take. What are the distance? Distance is 900 meter and 1800
So
meter.
can you just show the question also so that?
Okay, I'm just drawing it here only. Don't worry. So
Sure,
this
sure.
distance is 900 meter, and this distance is our 1800 meter. Okay. Now we have to find out the safe height for this tower A, right? I can say that this is my trajectory of the aeroplane, right? And this is my tower. So this basically, I can assume this as a straight line, vertical line, right? At a distance of 900. So basically my equation of this line will be x equals to 900 only, right?
Correct, sir.
That is x minus 900 equals to 0, right? This equation of my
Why?
line.
Yes.
Y coordinate is 0, na here. It is parallel to the y axis, right?
Oh, okay.
So this vertical tower. And this point we have 0, comma 1500. This point we have 2700, comma 0. So it's cutting the x-axis, means my x-intercept, right? I can say this is A. It's cutting the y-axis, it's y-intercept, that is my B. If I use slope intercept, can you please mute? Noisy. Okay. So if I use intercept form, that is x upon a plus y by b equals to 1, what I will get? X upon 1500, sorry, x upon 2700 plus y upon 1500, right, equals to 1. Now
Yes.
this, yeah, now just simplify it. So x upon 27 plus y upon 15 equals to 100, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
now this is my equation of this particular line, this line, right? So now my this line and this line should not intersect. It should be safe height, right? So at what point it is intersecting, that we have to find out. But the equation of the line is x equals to 900, right? Just put here x equals to 900. 900 upon 27 plus y upon 15 equals to 100. So 9 ones are 9 threes, right? So 100 upon 3 plus y upon 15 equals to 100. So from you will get the value of y. So just put it is 1500, 1500, 500. If I want to make the denominator same, I need to multiply with the 5, right? So it is 500 upon 15 plus y by 15, right? Are you getting it what I am doing, everyone? So this is 500 plus y into 1500. So y is basically 1000. So this is, it is a maximum height. If we go beyond this height, my plane will crash with the tower, right? So maximum safe height is 1000 only. And same
How
you
you
can
got
do for
15?
which one?
500 by 15.
Yeah, okay. I'm just doing simplification here. So up till this point you got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I
Sir,
am doing,
please, you have written in the form of x by a by y by b. How have we got into that form?
yeah, because for the given condition, my x-intercept is 2700 given to me,
Okay,
y-intercept is 1500, right? But I
okay,
have the both the intercept, but I can use direct the slope point form, sorry, intercept form, right?
okay,
Y by b equals to 1. Or you can use 2-point form also, no issue. You can use like this also, y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, and here x minus x1. You can use this also, but you have to put the values and ultimately you will get the same expression. But here I have just intercept, both the intercept, that's why I'm going for this. Okay, make the
okay,
calculation easier. In both the case, you will get the same equation.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So after solving simultaneously, putting the value of x here, I am getting this equation, right? Now, how to solve this equation? Like I need to do make the same denominator such that I should add this particular numerator value, right? So if I
Okay, I
want
got
to, yeah, so just multiply and divide it by 3. So multiply by 5 on both the side. You will get 1500 upon 15 plus y upon 15 equals to 100. So 15 will go on this side, right? So you will get, what is the value? Sorry, it is 500, right? So
500, sir.
1000
Yeah.
is the 1000 is the answer. Here I have solved it. 1000 is the answer. Same thing you can do for the other tower also. So that's what I said earlier. Just think about the condition intersect. So most of the question we form based on the intersection only. In the great assignment, you must have seen one plane is there, one anti-missile tank is there, right? Missile is
Sir, this
launching. Yeah.
where we got this 900?
Hmm. This one. So
Yeah,
first,
this 900.
yeah, we have to find out the maximum height for this tower, because this tower is given to us that it's at a horizontal distance of 900. So the equation of
Okay,
this particular line is x equals to 900, right? It is parallel to y-axis. Equation of
okay,
this line is x equals to 900.
okay,
To
thank you.
find the other tower, we have to use x equals
Same.
1800, right?
Yeah, x equals to 1800. That's it. Yeah, same thing.
And the equation will be same.
Yeah, this equation is same. It's an equation of a
18
line, right? Yeah, instead of
by
x equals to 900, to put 1800 here.
800
That's it.
divided by 27.
27. That's it. Yeah. So just think such things are there. Intersect is the most of the concept that we formulate the question. Like in the grade assignment also, you must have seen one question. MiG 21 is there, right? So that type of question you can expect.
Sir,
Hmm?
sir, I have
Yes.
a doubt in SSE. In
Okay.
FA is equal to A square minus 8A plus 30, where the columns are not there in qualifier exam.
In qualifier exam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that would be
qualify we had
equal.
something sun blocking a person, right? You wanted to.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Like it is from the week 3, right? A quadratic equation. We'll discuss that in next week. Don't.
No, sir, it's from the qualifier exam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but it is from week 3, na quadratic equation. A
No,
square
sir,
No,
minus
it's
six.
sir.
Z.
Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
is
Yes.
SSE.
Yeah, in that week also we have SSE for quadratic equation.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
You can watch the last module, I guess, in that week. Okay, anyone any
Okay, sir.
doubt in week 2?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you then. We have two more session. We can see, yeah,
Okay.
we can discuss
Thank
that
you
also.
so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir.
Thank you
Thank you.
so
Thanks a lot
much.
for your time, sir.
Thank you very
Yes.
much, sir. Good night.
One question.
Thank you.
One
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I am from a non-maths background, so I didn't
Hmm.
study this in 11th. So, how would I practice? Like, I only know basics.
See, whatever we have discussed, you can take as
Yes.
a reference, and maybe you can refer to the NCRT 11-12 textbook.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Sir,
that's it.
are the questions that are given in this practice assignment and revision sessions and tutorials enough?
Now, practice graded question, just go through it in detail. That will be enough. Practice and graded question.
Sir, and I'm not able to understand the lecture, so I'm not watching them. I'm just watching the revision session and these sessions. Is this enough?
See, if you watch the here we are only discussing concept and how to solve the question. But the reason behind that, why we are doing this, how it came, all such thing like how to derive this particular expression, that is covered in the lecture, covered by the professor. So first watch the lecture, then you can come to the live session. Okay.
Okay, so in the lectures, we are deriving how we got this formula,
Yeah.
and here we are applying them.
Yeah.
Sir, this
That's it.
video will be there on YouTube, right?
Yes, it is there on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
हेलो
Good night.
Okay.
हेलो
Hello. Yes.
सर ये ग्रेडेड असाइनमेंट जो है इनके सॉल्यूशन नोट्स मिल सकते हैं क्या
सॉल्यूशन है ना, पोर्टल पे है ग्रेड सॉल्यूशन के.
कहाँ पे सर
In the portal only you can see, like inside the supplementary content.
अच्छा जी यस 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 ओके ओके ओके
Supplementary content, there is practice assignment solution, grade assignment solution, right?
ओके ओके सर
So
थैंक
just
यू
go
सर
to the solution in detail, like question wise. If we change the option or if we change one condition, then what will happen? So like that you can think, right? Instead of
यस यस
maximum height, what will the, like, you can think in different way. Yeah. Okay. Thank you then. Thank you everyone. Good night.
थैंक यू गुड नाइट